Hold on. Did I have caps lock on? Wait. Here we go. Alright. Hopefully everything looks good. Gotta bring up all these other pages. Make sure I got the... There we go. 1 second. Whoa. Alright. And this one goes right over here. Honestly, that's fine. Oh, you know what I need to change is this. Oh, hopefully that's not too big. We'll see. See if Russell is on. Oh, you know what? I need to get rid of this fogger, mate. This stuff sucks. So let me just quickly do that. Copy. Bring it over here with some of the pasting. And then we do more of the copying and pasting. Boom. I can see clearly now. The rain is gone. I can see all the creatures that I tamed. Alright. Let's get some of my slug juice. What? I mean, I know I grabbed some recently, but they should have more than 12. What the heck? Unless somebody else is coming around here stealing my cement and paste. Wonder if I got any eggs. Oh, I also gotta check on Russell. I believe he is in here right now. I just gotta go bother him so he knows that I'm in the chat so he can join me. Alright. Let's go here. What we got? 3 eggs. I think we got our mutation in here. Mutation number 5. Fingers crossed. Let's see what happens. Needs to be level 244. Yes. Let's see if we got a 244 here. I got one right here, but it is, I believe, a stamina mutation and not the health mutation that I'm looking for. So I figured I'd raise it anyway. Get some chunky battle gators up in here. Alright, 242. Not what we're looking for. 234 and 234. It's a bunch of destroyed eggs if I've ever seen them. Alright. Oh yeah, I also, let's see how this is going. Hopefully this is still working exactly how I want it to work. Created the robot to fertilize this cart. So, I mean, he's not going to activate unless these crops need any more fertilization. Got them fertilized in a greenhouse. Got a water tank connected to the cart technically. Keep them watered. Keep them fertilized with the robot. Oh yeah, that's what I gotta do. I gotta fill these things up with more fertilization. We got 75 in there, 76 in there, and then 65 in there. Keep that filled to the brim with fertilizer. This way those plants stay fresh. And since they're on a cart, they're being directly uploaded to the trough. All the berries and plants and all that fun stuff. Fert. Hit it with the fert. Okay, grabbed all the fert. I'll grab this oil too. And then we're just gonna come over here and drop that on by. Alright. Fert. $170 out of 35. Yeah, or 350. It will be a little bit to fill that all up, but it is what it is. Let's get naked. Woo! Oh, that's way too hot for my character. He was overheating. Chill, chill, chill. Alright. Drink some water. Fill my canteen. But why? There we go. See, there we go. Sorry, Voltron. I'm just zoning out. But I appreciate the Adam first. Yeah, where's Russell? I gotta go bother him. He's not in the chat yet. I don't even know if he knows that I'm here. I said yo in the actual gaming global chat thing, but I don't think he's seen it. So let's go bother him. But how's it going, Voltron? How are you doing today? Then no love for him. He's cut out. Just got home. Right on. Yeah, I gotta start getting my... I mean, I'm fine with starting my streams like at 11 my time, which is like right around now. But I'm like, damn, I kind of also want to get that done earlier. I know a lot of the times I'm wasting, like after I get my kids down for bed, I'm wasting like maybe a good amount, like an hour or so on a thumbnail, only for like mainly the YouTube side. It's the only one that really sees it. I was watching my Florida Panthers with hockey. Ooh, they doing any good? Also got a alpha out here. Level 50 Alpha Carno. How are your Florida Panthers doing? They're in the champion. Oh, no shit. Up 2-1. Oh, shit, dude. Congrats. That's exciting. In the series. Hell yeah, dude. That's what's up. There we go. There's Russell. And the crowd on Adam's stream went wild. Let's hear that voice. They're begging to hear. I don't even know if he heard me say all that. You there, Russell? He'd be like, yeah. Who are they playing against? Who else is in the Stanley, or you know, who's else in the series, the World Series with them, or whatever you call it, right? Is it just called the champion? Oh, and Dylan joined in.
This guy, oh, dude, I gotta leave now. I'm out.
Nah, that's the first thing he says. Yeah, who are same team we beat in the Stanley Cup? Wait, the Florida Panthers won last year?
Go ahead, leave them. I don't need you.
That's crazy, dude.
The Oilers.
I've been playing Elden Ring for the last 4 hours.
Yeah, that's how odd of sports I am. I had no idea.
Elden Ring.
Oh shit! Hey, it's a great game.
What?
Bro.
I did see that, and I was watching it, but I had to get my kids down for bed, so I will go back to watching you, Dylan. I got you.
Kids, okay, you already have kids. Why you lying?
That's such a you're a godfather to one of them. I'm gonna tell him you said that.
Oh damn!
Like, you know, Anna, your Uncle Russell, you couldn't believe what he said, the words that came out of his mouth.
She like to look at me like I'm stupid sometimes. I'm like, all right, we could fight. Like I'm disturbing her peace.
That's how she looks at everybody.
I know.
She wants nothing to do with anybody.
Would you come over to get?
Russell, you're slacking. But we forgive you.
What?
I think it was.
Hey, I'm not sorry.
Yo, what you doing with this our Alpha Carno out here, dude? He's about to tear your shit down.
Oh, you could.
I'm just
I didn't even know
joking.
he was out here.
I got nothing on me.
could
I
fuck
don't
him
got,
up.
I don't got any of my well, I do. Well, actually, maybe I do. Where's
I'm
my
gonna see how much this bow does.
info?
Let me hit him once real quick.
Yeah, go for it. Oh, I do have an
All
alligator.
right, let's see what this headshot does.
Damn.
2,366. Ew, that's nasty.
This is
your
Russell's
problem, you
base. So yeah, this is just Russell's base out here. He's slightly north of where
nothing
my
great.
base is. Because it's nothing great. Stop looking. I did expand. Yeah, you already saw that though yesterday when I was expanding the hell out of my base. Oh yeah, you'll be happy to see what I just did recently, Voltron. I was freezing over there. A Wimboa. I finally made the butler. It was finicky. What's the plan for tonight? You know, kind of get a feel like how things are going. I'm not sure. We could probably run one of the bosses, or two of them, or three. It's depending on how we're feeling.
That's what I've been waiting to watch.
Yeah, it's a lot of prep time that goes into that. But yeah, look at the theories. I just started them. They're not the base. These are not all base. These are a lot of them are just randoms, just so I can get the base ones leveled and out there. But I started getting them on the platforms on here. Started getting that breeding circle going. And then I also got this, the berry slow over here. And this was which is weird because this is another thing that's been happening is a visual glitch. When I go out of render distance, the robot just disappears. And then I'll have to like leave the game and come back and then like he'll visually show up on my screen again. I don't know what's going on with that. Russell unlocked the teleporter from doing the Dragon on Gamma, so I have not unlocked it yet. Yeah, robot is a pain. I do have him setting up, and he did. He hit the fertilizer on every single one of these crops on the cart. That's also connected to the water tank up there. So then I have this one trough right now constantly being filled with berries and crops, and now it's feeding all of the theories over here. So it's working. So far so good. I just gotta keep on filling up. Yeah, these two volts right here with fertilizer. I initially had them up there on the ramp, but he kept on like running in circles right here just trying to get up there. And it made no sense to me. The berries and cream, yes. Yes, I need the tech trough bad. Yeah, I really do need to get that going. Also, would probably be one of my next ventures is actually just pulling the trigger on making all the tech stuff I need, but I'll get there.
I was thinking about doing that before going.
The tech trough and transmitter. Hell yeah. And the teleporter, of course, of course. Never forget that.
Potter.
Potter. You saw he's replaying himself as Draco Malfoy on Broadway?
Oh, really?
Yeah, for the what's it called? The sequel or whatever the
Cursed Child.
Cursed Child. Is that even yeah. Is that even a J.K. Rowling or whatever book? I don't know if it's.
I think it is. I'm not actually
I was
sure.
always
I've never
confused
read
with that because I remember somebody broke it down for me and I was like, that sounds weird. It sounds like fan fiction, but then it's again, I don't know if it was like an actual continuation or just a Broadway thing or whatever. Ooh, 1 second.
All right, cool. Thank you.
Did kill that dragon.
About to go and make some cryopods, look for dinos with traits, and then after I do that for a little bit, I'll go and start getting materials you need for your saddles.
Sorry, you had to take a call from the missus.
No, it's cool.
But yeah, I heard what you said, Russell. So, did you want to try to run one of the bosses tonight? What are you thinking?
I forgot what I even said. Holy shit.
What's up?
I forgot what I even fucking said.
Dylan.
Oh, the saddles. That's right. This. Nah, bro. I want that. If we get your saddles in time, sure.
How many you have made?
This is the first time I've been on all day.
Okay.
So I gotta. By me, I can get those the fiber extremely fast. It's nothing but crops by me as far as the ones that get fiber. So I get those instantly. So I can do that. I can get the hide right after that, and then I'll help you with metal if you need.
I won't. I technically won't need help with metal if I can just head out there.
Okay,
I also have a ton more hide.
Ooh, yeah, because yours, like I said, yours is still a lot, but it's still nice to see that yours is 3,000 less.
Yeah.
Ooh, I was a level 50. I thought it was a 150. I was about to have to go get that Rex.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm stopping at my base to go grab this polymer so I can make my cryopods, and then I'll just come help you get those materials first.
Well, since you're over there right now, I'll keep on. For right now, I will make another folder in the transmitter. In the link storage box. Jesus. Can't think of the name of that.
For what?
Hide.
Okay. You already made one.
Oh,
in the link storage
You're
box.
right, I did. Oh, damn.
I was about to say, I was like, I know damn
I have
well
a bunch of metal in there already.
it.
I have a bunch of random shit I need to take out.
Yeah, I spent all the metal I had on those Rex saddles, so I'm like out. I don't even have any in like my fabricator.
Okay.
So that's why I said I could get the fiber and hide. That would be easy.
Yeah, we need to get our Iron Man suits, man.
For real.
put this in a cave with a bunch of straw.
Exactly.
I forgot the fuck I said. Not some minty, yeah. Sure. Oh, there it is. Okay, I was about to say.
Canadians are so sensitive. Wait. Sorry, I'm back. I'm being hated on Facebook for the comments I left about my Panthers. Oh, because the Oilers are Canadian, I'm guessing. Fuck them. Canadians are fun to pick. Unless they're watching this, then they're cool. You're right. We were picked to lose and we rocked them. Game took forever because of the fights. Oh, hell yeah. You gotta love that. What's up, Maverick? How's it going? 6-1? Was that today's game? That's actually crazy. Jesus.
What are they?
I'm listening to Voltron talk about his Florida Panthers for hockey. They're fucking kicking ass right now. So they're playing against some Canadian. Oh no! Please don't be saying he wants to walk. Oh, thank goodness. Wait, no, I want to imprint this one. My bad. This is a Battle Gator. I gotta change the name on that. Yeah, eat some cake to grow your legs some. Panthers stomped Edmonton today. yeah, that's what Voltron's talking about on Twitch. Hey, we got another Florida Panther fan in the chat on the YouTube side. Voltron says I love him. Just a hockey fan. Okay, all right, fair enough. I don't really know much about sports. I'm not a sports person, but I appreciate the I definitely give props to hockey players for everything they go through. That shit is crazy. They deserve all the props. So, I got nothing against sports. I'm just not really into them. So, but hell yeah. And if it gives us a chance to talk some smack to Canada, I'm all for it. That's right, Canada. Get good. But yeah, no. Yeah, I've had brothers. I have like 2 of my brothers are like crazy huge into hockey, but they're from Chicago, so they're Blackhawk fans. So. It's the only hockey that I really know is from them talking about the Blackhawks. Alright, what do I need you? Alright, you already gave you that. Alright, cool. Hey, I can leave you alone now, because... Now, it would be interesting if we were playing a team... Oh, that would be very interesting. Very, Wouldn't be surprised if any of that it got moved to a different destination for reasons. Poor guys. You talking about the Canadians? But yeah, little do they know. Oh. Have you really? Or are you just saying that? Oh shit, that's crazy. 10 years? Damn, dude. Put in work. Oh, you're talking about my brother. Maverick's talking. Said poor guys and to my brothers who are Blackhawks fans. Bogus. Damn. Yeah, I wouldn't know, but that is definitely unfortunate. So that's probably why I haven't heard them talk much about hockey lately. And then Voltron said, yeah, and then I became an adjuster. Fair enough. So you seen your fair share of some shit, huh? I'm guessing. Alright, I don't need that. Yes, sir. I could only imagine, honestly. That's crazy. That's absolutely crazy. So I bet you're probably linked in hard to what's going on out there. Or zoned in hard.
Yeah, Dylan's still going.
What's up?
I was seeing if Dylan was still gone.
Oh.
Oh wait, what?
No, okay, I didn't know if he was still gone or not.
He's out here, Scrub.
Oh no, yeah, I'm here. I'm just fighting dragons.
Dragons.
On a dragon hunt because I'm getting all these somber fucking ancient stones.
I'm trying to do that shit Adam was talking about.
Stay alive.
Yeah, my Twitch name is the same. That Nezwic.
Wiki,
Oh,
wiki,
shit.
like a DJ wiki.
That is crazy. It's so weird, like when you have people that have those close attachments or relationships with people in like power and whatnot. It's all good, honestly. Hey, I feel like it gives you reason. You have like a huge reason to talk about it. I don't mind. It's prevalent in your life and whatnot. So, and you have things you can talk about from it, and whatnot. Hey, Maverick, appreciate it on Twitch, man. Damn it. What? Maverick's the other hockey enjoyer. He was on YouTube side. He asked what my Twitch name was. The hockey fan from YouTube, coming at you live on TikTok or Twitch.
Lightning sheep.
Yeah, we love Maverick. Absolutely.
Oh, and he's still after me. Sorry, I don't want to fuck with you.
Just having my guy run around naked in circles while I talk to you guys, it's no biggie. It's just normal. Normal ARC behavior right now. I'm in okay, yeah, Minnesota. That's right. We talked about that before, right? Yeah, we were talking about the Midwest life.
Imagine having to fight this dragon.
I was talking smack about Canadians being, and yet we're so damn close. Yeah, Wisconsin. Yep. Yep.
Bro, who lives in Wisconsin, bro? Fuck, man.
Not Russell anymore.
Look at Texas too. Who lives
Yeah,
out
he
there?
can't even
I was
stay-
saying,
he
I can't
switches
even talk
states.
smack about his Texas move. Nope. Yeah, he moved again. Yeah, I'm in Wisconsin. Yep. You have a buddy who lives there? That's what's up. Hey, I have my parents live in Florida, so. Yep.
Yeah, I hit the obelisk. That's right.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Spinning on some scissor.
Sipping on some scissor.
When you said that, reminded me of that.
Oh, for sure. I was gonna say, where the hell did I park my grass chopper?
Fuck, I hate you so much.
That's what his name is.
Grass.
Get to the grass chopper.
Guess
Hey,
he chops grass.
Well, no, he's like a grasshopper. It's like a giant grasshopper. But I also name it Chopper because, like, its wings when they beat in this game sound like a helicopter. My mom's side of the family owns an old golf course down in Florida, and like.
I saw a new thing for
Oh,
ARC
that's
where there's
pretty
supposed to be like underwater dinosaurs or something.
Hey, that's what's up.
Oh, yeah, that's a map, right?
Yeah, I saw like yesterday.
Yeah, Adam said that's a map,
For
but
what?
it's not doing too good, I guess.
There's like
The underwater map.
dinosaurs.
Ah, so that's on Survival Evolved. Because I guess the snail games do everything that is left of Survival Evolved. There's like a weird like disconnect, and I'm still confused by it. It's like Wild Card moved to Ark Survival Ascended and does everything Ark Survival Ascended wise, and it sounds like Snail Games, who is like the producer or like funds both of them, but they also have a development team that's just took care of the rest of Evolved and now just does everything future for Ark Survival Evolved, is what I'm gathering from what I've seen. I'm not 100% sure. I think that's how it goes. I totally forgot to do the whole imprint bonus cakes. I've been sitting on those for no reason. But I also reside south of that city. Not trying to dox myself though. This is my address, by the way. No, I'm joking. Shit. Alright. There's no more official servers anymore and don't really offer support for the old games anymore, but now, just recently, Snail wanted to make more official servers, and Aquatica now, for some reason, they suck ass. Bro, I don't know.
The Evolved
that is weird. So they really just
now.
Yeah, did they just grab fucking Evolved and were like, we're gonna do something? That's crazy. That's weird. It is just
yeah, because they fully stopped.
Yeah, they're just Snail Games, I guess, saw it as a way to just take it to do something with it. All I ever see is like the community. Our community is like, yeah, fuck these guys. So they wanted to revive it because it's still a whole lot of people playing unofficial on Ark Survival Evolved. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I could see that, but like, I feel like most of those people are just playing it because they put so much, you know, time and money into it with all the DLCs and shit. They just don't want to have to redo it all, which is fair, especially like people have been playing thousands of hours who have already built like cities within the game,
oh,
you know?
Bro, yeah. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah. So didn't work. Well, trying to get the fans to go back. Oh yeah, trying to revive it, right? Yeah. I saw that like people were like tripping for a minute there. They're like, why are there so many players on Evolved right now? And it was just like recently on sale, so like that's why it was like $5 for like everything or something like that on Steam or something. I didn't see what it was exactly.
They gave it for free on PlayStation last month.
Oh, okay, that's probably. Damn, why are they really trying to get people on Evolved? That's weird.
And I'm mad as fuck when they gave it to me because I bought it like 2 weeks before they even gave it to me for free.
Wait, Evolved or Ascended, Dylan?
Ascended.
Oh, okay, that makes sense, yeah.
Well, actually, I have Evolved as well. That was like a free one like a while ago.
Right. Yeah, I don't understand that at all from Snail Games. Just nurture what you already have with pour all your money and resources into Ascended. Help your team out. I think it's cool to have like all these creatures in the underwater thing and do this, but like every way they approached it was stupid. The AI trailer, that was so dumb. That was just asking people to hate you, and then going from the AI trailer to just like, yeah, cool, you're doing a lot of like new additions to water creatures and water areas, but you could have like saved that for later in Ascended by just nourishing the team and their vision at Wildcard. It almost sounds it's like it doesn't sound like they're on the same team at all from everything I hear from it. Yeah, honestly, dude, it always bothers me when you just see blatant like mistakes or just misdirection within studios and like their communities and shit. You're like, dude, what are you doing? Like, should be should be like copy paste of how to do things proper. It's like when you see movie studios take on a famous IP and then completely take it in a different direction instead of just working with the source material. That always bothers me, but I feel like that's kind of like the frustration I feel right now with Snail Games and Wildcard. I wonder if Billy's gonna jump into the chat. He asked me to watch the rest of the behind the scenes look at Outer Worlds 2. He's like, I don't know, I think it does look a lot better. And he's like, I still, after I watched it, I still think it doesn't look like it's an $80 game. I love the donkeys. Yeah, we all love the donkeys. Dude, after I found out how much it's ridiculous. Yeah, you get a lot of rock, but man, do you get a ton of metal in such a short amount of time compared to the Inkley. Yeah, Inkies, yeah, they put them out of a job. Going to order McDonald's. Are you actually ordering McDonald's right now? Hell yeah. I should have an Anki on the oil rig I have over there, and then just have him just staring out into the ocean watching me get all the metal that he can only get in a fraction of the time. Absolutely, in my city they DoorDash till 1:30 a.m. Amen, brother. What's your go-to item for McDonald's? I have there's only one item from McDonald's that I actually 100% stand by, because throughout my years, right now, whenever I order McDonald's and like I eat anything from like their dinner menu or whatever, I always just have a bad stomach ache.
Bro, breakfast all the way though.
It is the breakfast, dude. I am ride or die for McDonald's breakfast bagel. The sausage, egg, and cheese bagel. I go crazy for that. That's a 10 out of 10 item for me. Like 10 out of 10. Yeah, I go crazy for it, dude. They took it away during COVID, and I damn near lost my mind. I was like, I was at home trying to recreate it. This shit sucked. I was like, I don't know what they're doing in the kitchen. But yeah, I'm happy it's back. Let's just put it that way. The breakfast is awesome, Voltron said. And Voltron also said McChicken. You know what? A McChicken won't get my stomach upset. And then I would say it's like probably one of the last items that I'm okay with eating without getting upset. Yeah. And then Maverick, most of the time after midnight, I can only get like chicken nuggets, quarter pounder, or McChickens. I have yet to try the bagel. They look so good. I promise you. I don't know what it is. I love their bagels. Yeah, they do have a steak bagel, and the steak bagel is really good, but for some reason I'm just so keen on the sausage, egg, and cheese bagel. And they also have like their breakfast sauce, and I think that's part of the magic that they have with it. But as of recently, they've kind of been doing me dirty on the amount of breakfast sauce I get on my shit. There was one time I had to like put extra breakfast sauce because they were putting only like a little spot of it, and then I think they were misreading extra breakfast sauce for no breakfast sauce, because then I was getting nothing. I was like, dude, what the hell? But eventually that's like, I think they've gone, whoever was working in that kitchen stopped doing that shit or something, but it's all been going back to normal. But I love,
they got fired, bro.
Right. You out here screwing people's bagels up? Like, how the fuck? Yeah, I love the breakfast bagel. I love it. But yeah, during the daytime, if they have, if they ever do bring the McRib back, I do actually go for that as well. That actually still doesn't bother my stomach. So
they make that shit so dry now.
They do. You're not wrong there.
Oh man, I hate when places do that. Something so good and they just the KFC bowl used to be my shit.
They fucked that up too. The famous bowl, I don't know what they did, but that shit is no longer hits like it first originally hit.
It was less chicken altogether.
Yeah, it was less like chicken. They had like the onions with it, and they never have that with the onions anymore.
No. Oh, see,
like the green onions. Oh my god, yeah.
Fucking up.
Oh, you know what? You know what KFC actually really fucked up with?
The Twister wrap?
The potato wedges.
Oh wait, what they do with that?
They're no longer there. They got rid of
no,
potato
they really
wedges.
got rid of it?
Yeah.
No. That was one of the best.
Voltron was
parts
even
about it.
saying the famous bowl was awesome. Not anymore. Dude, right? I also think it has to do with however they do their popcorn chicken now. I think that it's too greasy and it fucks with the bowl too.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's just greasy now. You're
Yeah.
eating fried flour, pretty much.
Dude, for
At
real.
this point.
Yeah, no, that shit's... What's going on with the fast food fucking
It
industry,
hurt my
man?
heart. It's crazy.
I know people trash on Arby's, but Arby's right now is also fucking... I don't know if you've ever seen the proportion sizes. During COVID, they thought they were slick. They fucking shrunk everything down. You're large,
You
like...
have the $5 foot long. Now it's like it's like $20.
Yeah, that's true. But yeah, fucking... So many problems in the food industry. What's going on, people?
Dude, they need to fucking do it like how over there in Asia and all that, like Japan and whatnot. Like the companies have to do it like how the picture shows it, otherwise they get
Oh
fined.
yeah, I heard
they
about
get in
that.
trouble.
Yeah,
Yeah, has to be the exact same. I'm like, fuck yeah, we need that.
yeah. Right. But yeah, the potato wedge still bothers me with the KFC. I don't understand how that's a net. Like, I bet you if I had any fast food industry, if I saw them drop the potato wedges, I'm like, all right, then we're picking up potato wedges and we're doing it right, because I guarantee you people would go crazy for that.
Oh, big time.
Yeah, just guarantee that they're not going to get soggy and nasty, and just find the right way to do it and present it and hand it out, and people go crazy for it.
Oh, big time. All
Canadian-
right, Adam. So I know you
Canadian-
said there's a
or-
meat.
What Canadians should just become the 51st state. Florida already owns them. Damn. He's talking shit about hockey. Oh, that is actually sad though. If you think about like their climates, like y'all are supposed to rock the cold in the ice, and Florida's out here doing it better than y'all. That's crazy. Sorry, what were you gonna say, Russell?
I already fucking forgot. If we're being honest.
You were gonna talk shit about
What were we saying?
the Oilers, right? You're gonna join in on ripping on the hockey, the Canadian hockey team, the Oilers.
Not even close. I didn't say that. Yeah.
That's fair. Hell yeah. I think you were gonna say something about what you were doing, or what are you doing right now? You getting hide right now?
I don't think that was it. I don't know. What the fuck else, man?
So they're mad.
Wow, I forgot. I'm surprised I forgot so
That's
quick.
fair.
Jesus Christ.
You were gonna talk about.
I already there's no way I'm remembering it, bro. I already fucking forgot.
You were obviously gonna talk about.
Nice.
Voltron said, Russell, are you okay? You haven't complained since you got your Rex saddle. You're gonna remind him to complain right now.
I mean, you're not wrong. That's legit.
If anything, he'd still be
Life is-
complaining about the bouncing boulder the Yeti threw at him.
Right? That thing was crazy.
I think we need to go after the Yeti tonight and get some revenge.
You sure? Even without your
The secret weapon is the gators, okay? Voltron's gonna be like, shut the fuck up. That's basically endgame. The Therian Rex, yeah. But them gators. I have a hankering that with the elephants, the gators.
You said 6 saddles, right?
Yeah, because I should have 2, but I don't know who they're on right now. I
5, 6, 7,
I might
8.
have lost
Yeah.
one of them actually, so I gotta
7.
double check.
I'm
Damn.
gonna start getting the fiber.
Oh yeah, we got the Karka. Then we just need to get. You know what's a shame? I wish the Karka, since they share spawns with Gigas, they should also share saddles with Gigas. Cause I have the blueprint for the Giga saddle. That'd be sick. Especially after now I have 4 mutations on their health. Getting closer to that 5th mutation. Man, this morning, with how little sleep I've been getting, I was like trying to hop on and do stuff this morning. I was too tired, man. I was sitting there, barely being able to stay awake. I'm like, fuck it, I need to go back to sleep. And then I knocked out for a good minute. So I was a little upset because I was hoping to be able to mate all of my other gators that are kind of on standby to like breed more base females. Keep going with that. The more gators, the more mutations, you know?
Dude, we should be able to shoot off the backs of these things. The Karcha, whatever. Karcha,
right. That would be sick. Maybe I don't even know what the point is at this point with how fast and hard they hit.
Bro, right? And they speed.
That's true. They are fast. You stream every night? By about this time of night, I run out of shit to watch on YouTube and I happen to scroll across you now for the last couple nights. Yeah, actually, it's kind of been. I was like, I'm usually around like playing games this like on this time, and I have like a podcast with my brothers that we do every Thursday. So it usually would just be like Thursdays and like maybe Fridays wouldn't be the nights that I would be able to. Those nights usually I tend not to be able to stream. But I was like, hey, I'm already streaming, like, or I'm playing games most every night. I'm like, why not stream it? So, yeah, so kinda, I would say. Actually should probably write that down, like, on the Twitch. I know you can, like, put your schedule up there. I feel like the only 2 nights that kind of don't work for me most of the time are Thursday, Friday nights, so. And Friday night usually just because it's one of the better shifts that I'm able to grab and pick up from work, so. I get that, and I usually grab that shift unless some other things pop up. Damn, I got these stingrays on my back. But yeah, I think it's pretty safe to say I'll be streaming most nights. Hey, let's say hopefully I can make that can be a career choice / swing change up, you know. That would be sick. I would love that. Oh, that would actually be the dream. I'd be set, man. I'm a simple man. That's all I need in life. Voltron's back, baby. Hey, I appreciate it, Maverick. I really do. I truly do. Thank you. Voltron's like, I'm sorry I was back. I had to go beat up some Canadians in the comments. But yeah, I'll definitely. I gotta work on harder to promote this stream and whatnot. I know, like, I try doing. Well, I do a decent job with editing and whatnot, so. I feel like what I should do is start getting some actual just regular videos out there. maybe some art content. Maybe I can make a video on that bio grinder elevator thing I made. As brutal as it is. Hey, I appreciate it, Voltron. Thank you. Plus, I've been told I have a really good co-partner in my ARC streams here, right, Russell?
Hey.
Yeah, you're right. I should wear the Power Ranger suit. People probably like, who's this naked asshole? Well, hold on. I guess they'll wear scuba. Speaking of which, I actually have to check the... See, the second Power Ranger outfits are locked right now because the 5.5 update, they're still trying to get past the 5.5. For the Power Ranger suit, you have good hair. I like his hair in this game. Alright. Yeah, chop
Just
it all.
cut it all off.
But yeah, yeah, it's bogus though. I'm mad about my second Power Rangers outfits. They haven't passed the 5.5 update check yet, I guess. So I'm only able to wear the red, blue, pink, yellow, or black Ranger. Not able to wear the white Ranger, green Ranger, or the villains, which is malarkey. We hate it. Oh, shit, I can wear that without having to wear an item? I actually did not know that. That's actually crazy. That blew my mind.
What?
I thought you had to attach the cosmetic to your, like, the chest piece or the remove cosmetic. I'm not wearing anything on the torso. I just dragged it there. I just did it as a joke, and it worked. Unless that's part of, like, the 5.5 update, which would be sick. I'll be the Pink Ranger. Ooh, I'm a girl. I'm joking. I'll be the Black Ranger. Yeah. Because in the movie, his name was Adam. Hey, yo, let's go. Ew, girls. But you have to be black. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Come on. In the movie, in the Ivan Ooze movie, he was not black. Okay. And his name was Adam. Okay. It's gonna take. Yeah, I got rid of my skin. Dang it. That'd have been cool if it stayed on no matter what. If you put it on your character. According to the first Black Power Rangers, yeah. Hey, I thought it was still cool that you got to meet him though. That's sick.
They get to meet Kimberly though. Crazy.
Yeah. It's everyone's first crush in life, right? Him and the Rain Ranger, not Kimberly. Like Russell said. Yeah. This is the last, or Kelly. Yeah. Last famous person I met in real life was Matt Hardy. That was cool. From Saved by the Bell, yeah. The wrestler Matt Hardy, the Hardy brothers, Matt and Jeff Hardy. The Hardy Boys. No idea. Oh, wow. Now, that was a huge staple when I was back in the... I used to be huge in the WWE when I was younger. Not so much now. I don't really follow it much. But when I was like kid/preteen era, I was all about it. I mean, they were like the tag team champions, Matt and Jeff Hardy. If you ever look up the Hardy Boys, they were really big on like doing the flips off the ladders, and like they had like matches, TLC matches, which were tables, ladders, and chairs, and shit was always crazy. The stunts they did, they put their bodies through the ringer for our entertainment, and I could not appreciate them anymore. It was crazy though, because like I was at a water park. It was celebrating my kid's 10th birthday. And there I am, and there's this dude standing way off in the distance, and his back is towards me, and I'm like, I'm gonna sound really fucking creepy and weird here, but I'm pretty sure that's Matt Hardy. And like I got really creepy with it because I didn't have my phone on me, but my fiance had her phone on her. I was like, give me your phone, give me your phone. Let me see Matt Hardy standing next to his wife. I gotta check the size comparison because he was standing. This guy on the distance was standing next to his wife, and I was like, that looks like the same height. That looks like the same height in this picture. And I was keeping my eye out, and sure as shit, it was Matt Hardy standing there. And I was like, dude, that's crazy. Yeah, I had the tingle. Absolutely. Yep. And I lost my mind there. I was like, holy shit, this is cool as hell. Like, yeah, because it was me and my brother. We were really big into, when we were really big into wrestling, we were really big into the Hardy Boys. Those are our favorite. Those are our favorite wrestlers. His favorite was Jeff Hardy. Mine was Matt Hardy. So it was like crazy. I got to see Matt Hardy there. It was funny because my brother, we invited him to come out there too, and he was gonna be like a day late. And I called him. I was like, "You won't believe who I just fucking saw here." And he thought I was messing with him the whole time. Yeah. Yeah, it was very cool. And I got to, I didn't think I'd ever have like a fangirl moment, but absolutely did. I was like, I gotta leave him alone though. He's here on a vacation. I can't bother him. And then my fiance was like, just go up and ask. Just go up and ask. And then I chickened out. She asked for me. So I was able to get a picture though. I should have, man. There was so much I wanted to say and just like be like, dude, thank you so much for everything you've done. Me and my brother love you guys and all this and that. But I just couldn't also shake the fact that he was out there, just trying to. Which is also what my fiance, she was like, he probably loves when people come up and still recognize him for everything he's done. I was like, that's fair too. So, but I was happy I got a picture with him. I was too excited. I was geeked. And I was like, was this a birthday celebration for my daughter or was it for me, man? Is it okay if I share your hotel room with you, Matt? I won't be too much of a creep, I promise. Can you slam me through some tables while jumping off of this ladder?
Get the fuck out of here, bro. Can't slam.
Hit me with the twist of fate. That's like one of their finisher moves.
Crazy.
I'll just sit in the corner and hang out. Like SpongeBob with Kevin. Hi, Kevin. God damn it. I just wanted to deposit my metal, and this damn Megalodon wanted to bother me.
Alright, well, we got all the fiber we need for 6 saddles already. I'm going
Matt,
to go
tag
get some
me
more
in.
metal.
Tag me in. But yeah, that was a very cool experience. Sweet God. Yeah, I was amazed and creeped out with how fast I zoned in onto him just from his back. That was weird.
Not homoerotic, but
Yeah, a little. I was like, whoa, Adam.
Adam.
Pause, sir.
Adam, quick question.
What's up?
What do you think would get more metal? A pickaxe that's doing 602%, or an Anki that's a decent level?
A donkey. 100% a donkey.
I don't have one.
I don't have one. Then don't worry about it, because the amount of metal I'll get, you're wasting time out there. Just focus on the hide and the fiber.
Alright, I already finished getting the fiber because there's a lot around.
All right, are you at your base right now?
Yeah.
Go grab all that hide out of the.
I did.
You did already?
It was enough. Yeah, it wasn't enough for half of a saddle.
Dude, I couldn't fit. I can only fit 50 slots in there, so like I can only do 50 at a time. So I can go bring something crazy over there on like a tame or something, but because I'm currently right now I'm doing the metal right now.
Okay.
Hey, Voltron even said that's how he did it with his tribe mates. He was on the donkey. Everyone else focused on other things while he's on the donkey. And that's how we get our saddles.
I'll continue with hide, I guess.
Yeah, I'm not joking. Like, it's crazy how much metal they get. And they can hold so much of it versus the donkey.
It hurt their weight goes up to like 6 or 7K. I was like, that's insane.
I don't even know. This one's
What kind of weight reduction do they get?
Is it half?
Is it a half?
His weight is at 2,000 right now. But yeah, I think it is half. It's half, yeah.
Yeah, that's really nice.
My donkey's at 12,000 with traits. Jesus Christ. You know what's crazy too? I could try to like look for traits. Like I don't know. That's more. I'm not gonna worry about that. I'm thinking of that whole long process. Like it would be huge, but that'd be bigger. Ragnarok. Exactly. I'd rather do that in Ragnarok, which is actually something I should absolutely do because it is crazy how much metal you can bring in, especially if you can get mineral bearing donkey. That sounds insane. Get the mineral bearing several times over, slap that on a donkey, and you're like cruising. That's probably when you would run out of slots. Like you'd get the black box of, hey, you can't loot anything else before he gets overburdened with weight. Oh, I put it on the power range. I'm like, where's the scuba dude? Where's the scuba suit? Yeah, slot cap. Thank you. Yeah, that's the way to say it. But yeah, exactly. Oh, I didn't even think about the heavy hitter, because the more damage they do, the more they can harvest, right? Voltron was saying he has, he's like, I have a level 2 mineral bearing, 2 of them on it, and then with high endurance and heavy hitter. And I didn't think about that, but heavy hitter, the more damage they do, the more metal and stuff they could harvest. That's crazy.
That's nasty.
All right, Voltron out here mid-maxing the shit out of his donkeys. Okay, what a flex. Okay, it's actually crazy. It is actually a huge flex. So, go on, King. He goes, mind you, on official servers. It rubs. Gets the dirt off his shoulder. I'll find another mineral bearing, then I'll raise another baby. Take out the traits from the one I have now. Quarter pounder heading to me now. Hey! Marvel getting, Maverick, my bad, not Marvel. Maverick out here with the McDonald's order heading straight to him.
I'm stuck. I don't know what to do. Oh shit.
Dylan, do you have that twig that lets you die with, or ring or whatever that lets you die and keep all your stuff on you?
Yeah, I don't got that much souls.
Oh, okay, well. If you don't have that much souls, you jump off the edge.
Wow, way to talk this man through suicide.
In Elden Ring, let me add, do I have to specify?
Your chat don't know what they're talking about.
In IRL, someone's like, I don't have that many souls in me, I should kill myself. That's so horrible. I had myself a taco salad, watching my figure. Hell yeah. Taco salad sounds fucking good though, too.
For the ones at school?
Which, are you talking about the ones with the bags? Like the chip bag?
Yeah, you get to put your shit in it?
Yeah, that was pretty good. That's like, isn't that what is that called? I don't think it's called salad though. That's called nacho, right? Was it nacho something?
It's taco salad.
Was it taco salad?
Yeah, that's what they were calling it.
Oh, okay.
At least that freshman year tripper.
Voltron's like, no, I actually made myself a taco salad. Cooked the meat and everything. Oh, that sounds good then. So I figured you weren't talking about
no,
the
he
cheap...
might have not used the right kind of cheese.
Voltron said with the salad, sour cream, etc. Russell said you use the right type of cheese. I don't know what type of cheese you use. Okay.
Gotta be that nachos, maybe that good stuff.
Russell, the taco salad spokesman for the taco salads out here. He used the 4 cheese. Nacho cheese is too fattening. Get it right. Russell, go get some hide, is what Voltron said.
Get some. I'm already doing it. Whatever.
He said, "You'll get your rent when you fix this damn door." Oh man, it's good. Yeah, high endurance would be awesome too. I'm so tired of having to take a pause because this donkey's out of stamina. I can't wait to see you guys with tech stuff. That will be cool. Hell yeah.
Don't let me get a jetpack, bro. Or no, the boots. I'm gone.
I just want the legs. I just want to be able to carry everything. Well, actually, the legs are probably the worst thing for a person like me who's just so unorganized. Because you have no carry weight, well, with the tech legs, right? Like you can just carry everything.
Really? No carry weight?
I'm pretty sure. I'm waiting on Voltron to confirm. My man in the chair. I'm pretty sure he hasn't said anything yet. We're patiently waiting on standby.
Got cheese. You trying to get the cheese out? You know, it's everywhere.
No way. Yeah, you can't move though. It's like a controlled straight line moving for the most part. It's confirmed. You can move, but it's not smooth. Okay, alright. Oh, like you hold control to move over. Okay, for PC. I don't know what you'd have to hold for console players. But it's still priceless, is what Voltron says. Alright, that's still what. Hell yeah. I bet you it stops that time when you're like holding too much and your tame's right there and you need to like popcorn the stuff instead of popcorn, and you could probably just zip a little bit to it and then throw everything on there. That's where I would see its functionality, yeah. Yeah. I use it all the time. Hell yeah. No, I'm excited. Hey, that'd be a huge W for us. Especially going into Ragnarok with a bunch of tech stuff. I'm all for it. My only worry is once we get to Ragnarok, because you can't, I don't know if they've changed it, you still can't bring Element with you, right? To another server. Like through the transfer system, right? It's like you can only bring, what are they called? Element, unless you turn into dust. Right, yeah, I thought you had to turn into dust. Don't you have to turn into dust? Voltron's saying you can. Oh, okay, yeah. But it's like, it's not on a 1-for-1 metric, right? You have to like, how much dust equals 1 element? Isn't it like 100 or something like that? And 1 element?
I thought it was 1,000.
1,000? Oh my god.
It was 1,000 dust equals 1 element, but 100 equals a shard? I don't know.
Oh shit, yeah, we're gonna have some fun with that, I'm sure. Something like that when you craft, yeah. Nah, it's like a 1-to-5 ratio, Maverick's saying. Okay. Sucks, but still, yeah, you'd still be able to bring some element.
You think I can throw this pot in here?
I, for the longest time, avoided the big lantern walking people in Elden Ring just because I was like, do I need a special item? But I just found out it was after a certain amount of hits they finally buckle over and die, or fall over, and you can deal with most damage.
I missed.
Okay.
You could like throw stuff in their fire thing too.
He said the elemental dust and the conversion rate will be something for Russell to complain about.
Bro, I probably would too.
Nah,
Honestly.
honestly, that would be the one thing I'd be complaining with you with. I'm like, yeah, fuck this.
That's a legit one, man.
Right?
That was legit.
These are real concerns, all right? My God, he's naked. Fucking plankton, Mr. Krabs.
By throwing, yeah. Sometimes. Okay.
Tech helmet's cool too. You can breathe underwater with it. Oh shit, I did not know that.
Yeah, I knew
Amongst
that
other
one.
things. I knew about like being able to see like, was it heat vision, right, with that? Or is that not, or is that the tech binoculars?
No, I thought that was something else. Yeah.
Oh, that might be the tech binoculars. Which one lets you, or no, that would be the tech binoculars as well. I forgot what the other thing that the helmet did. Night vision. Oh, okay, hell yeah. That makes sense.
Oh, I made it in one! Yeah, it took like quarter health.
Hell yeah. Can see your stuff light up green and enemy dinos and players highlighted red. Oh, okay, that's what it was. Okay. Like through foliage and shit, right? You'd be able to, it would like outline the creature. I'm pretty sure. Something like that. Yeah, okay, hell yeah, okay. Yeah, I was telling Voltron a while back, the only time I really got to mess around with tech stuff is when, I forget the name of it. The space DLC, where they gave you a tech suit right out the gate.
Oh, Genesis?
Genesis, thank you, yeah. Genesis 2 was the only time I really got to mess with tech stuff. And I wasn't fully grasping the utility of it, because I was just like, alright, I'm handed all this stuff, I don't really know what the fuck I'm doing. I did know the jetpack, though. I figured that out really quick. I was like, this is sick. That felt really cool to use, too. Oh yeah, so Voltron, how is the new stuff after you've had like a couple days now on the new island area in Astraeus? Is it decent, upsetting, you know, underwhelming, or is it just fine?
He said shit.
Are you still getting your bearings, still getting the full grasp of it?
You said it was like the Lost Island, or what is it like?
Like they had that one DLC map on it's called Astraeus, and it's like the Greek mythology right now for Ark Survival Ascended, right, Russell?
Okay.
And apparently it's not fully completed because the map has like a bunch of different islands that you can't access yet, and they've been like releasing them little by little. So with this 5.5 update, they just released one section of this new island on the map, but the map's ginormous though.
Okay, is that the one where it's got like the underground like areas as far as looks like bike? No, I'm thinking of a different one.
No, this one's just only on Survival Ascended. And Voltron said it's great, but there's way too many disconnects. Damn, still haven't. Hopefully, you haven't lost anything with the disconnects. And then Maverick said it was the biggest map already before, and now they added onto it, and it's only like 50% done. Holy shit.
Oh,
that's crazy. Damn, they're really dedicated to that map then. But still a very cool map though. Right on. At least you haven't lost anything like major. I'd be pissed if it got a disconnect in the middle of like fighting or something like that with some dinos you didn't want to lose and connect back only to find out everything's gone and dead. And I'd be pissed. Maverick, are you on official? Are you living that official life?
fucking tapeworms. Actually, speaking of tapeworms, fucking I noticed that my cat has one.
I thought you were gonna bring on another health condition. I'm like, Dylan, what is going
No,
on, man?
not for me. I was just like, yeah, dude. The cat was laying on my, or not, sitting on my fucking chest, and I saw a fucking worm in his butt. I mean, what the fuck is that thing?
Oh god, that's terrifying.
It was so gross. I could have him some deworm medicine.
I was about to say, did you get it medicated?
Yeah, I had to force him to take this little pill. I was fighting him. I was like, what the fuck is that thing? I just looked up worm and like, tapeworm.
She was saying hello.
It was. I was like, yeah, creepiest thing ever, man. Like, what is that in your butt? It's moving. Fuck is there a fucking grace point?
Just got a glowtail cave today. Yeah, that's crazy. Y'all are dedicated people. I do miss a little bit of the chaos from Aberration. That map was crazy as hell. got roped in pretty hard there from just let's just play a little bit of Ark. It's such an addicting game. I gotta give it its props on that. That's for sure. Has its issues, but man, does it have a way with just pulling people in. Stone.
Overhead.
Alex Stone, sir. So why do you think people get pulled into Ark? Your thoughts? That's a good question, because like I talk to other people who like survival games, but they won't play Ark. Like Todd, he'll play the shit out of a survival game, but it hasn't really given Ark a chance. So I tend to think like what doesn't bring him in but brings me into it.
Well, he said it was too much time. He said it that one day. He was like, it'd just be too much time.
He's such a liar though, because he plays Tarkov, and that's way too much time.
Oh yeah.
Maybe that's where all his time is.
And that's dumb. People that play Tarkov, sorry guys, you guys are. I don't know how people play that and feel vindicated. You lose absolutely everything after playing, and everything gets wiped, and you have nothing to show for it. It's not even like you lost it to like a player or to a creature. It's just you lose everything after X amount of time. They do a wipe, and that's just crazy. That's what takes me away from games like Tarkov. But what the fuck is this damn stingray? But yeah, stuff for Ark, man. I feel like it has to do with like, well, one, we brought up how they just have so much to offer versus any other survival game. So like most other survival games don't have this many maps or this many like additional content, creatures. And like more games are now opening up, like doing the whole taming thing, kind of like Ark. Like with Pal World, I would say would probably be one of the more recent games that kind of has that. But still, Pal World feels so different. It could just be because the cartoon
It's
vibe.
still empty. It's very empty, bro.
Right, right.
Cartoon vibe is what Pokemon could have been. People were about that.
Coulda, woulda.
We out there with Pikachu rolling him some SMGs, bro.
Yeah, Maverick said it's his nostalgia for him that keeps him, just because he used to play so long, and used to play so much back in the day, and now it, you know, it's also mind-numbing how you can pass the time. There's literally always something you can be doing, which is very true. I think it's that it has it carries the longevity in a way that's still rewarding, because most games, like, you kind of want to find that balance, because most other people would be like, oh, well, that's too much time, I don't want to do that. Like,
oh shit, I did not know the dragon was coming.
well, like, it would take me this long to get this far, and you're like, oh yeah, I don't want to do that. But for Ark, like, you can do that, but everything still feels rewarding. Like, all, like, the challenges that are here still feel very rewarding. Like, look how long it's taking us to get these boss fights done and prepared for, but even though it's taken this long and whatnot, it's still very rewarding to get into it. They do a good job with, like, every little accomplishment feels huge. Like, me waiting for mutations, like, when I get them, I feel great. The building is done really well too, versus a lot of other games where you can build. I'm trying to think of, like, other survival games that I've played that I end up playing and I just go, damn, I'd rather be playing Ark. Like, Conan was great, and it has its... I didn't really get that far into it, though. I didn't really get to, like, any of the end game content. But, like, I wasn't the biggest fan of its building compared to Ark. And I think that was a big turn away for me, at least. I never got into Rust, but the big thing that turned me away from Rust was I don't know if it has any PvE. I've only ever seen it displayed in a PvP fashion. And, like, the forest, that one, I don't know, that one just comes off as bare bones. Like, it's it's done well as far as, like, things implemented into it, but then, like, oh shit, why am I, oh, because I'm freezing. Whoops. I was like, why am I fucking dying here? Whoops. But yeah, like, the other game I do, it's technically survival, and I kind of want to do eventually revisit, would be No Man's Sky, because, like, they just had a really huge update just released. Also, I'm excited to check out their No Man's Sky is going to be doing, like, a fantasy type of survival game. Forest is empty. Yes, yeah, it's very empty. It's, like, done well, but it's also very empty, right? I was playing that months ago. Yeah. But No Man's Sky is one I would like to revisit. It has, like, a fun way of implementing a lot of those changes. I've kind of, like, touched on it before in the past. But, like, eventually that one I would hit a wall, and then I was just like, okay, there's really nothing else, right? Yeah, No Man's Sky has that emptiness, but I do appreciate that they've constantly been giving it free updates with, like, crazy huge changes, and they just did a recent one, and they implemented, like, these colonies with these robot colonies that you can, like, create or come across, and I kind of like that. I kind of like that they've been so committed to pushing that game forward, so I would like to revisit that one eventually. But at the same time, I'm also keeping an eye out for that company's fantasy. I was a little let down with these most recent game showcases that they didn't show that one. That one's going to be called Light No Fire or something like that. But it's made by the same people who made No Man's Sky. It's just they're going to be... I think it's like a whole world you can be in. Like, you could go around the whole orbit of the world. At least that's the way they made it sound. And they're just going to be really keen on tuning that world to adapt to the player and all that stuff. So if they can pull that off... Right. Well, it's a lot less ambitious than Starfield. Instead of worrying about a whole galaxy and universe, you're worrying about just one world. But then again, it does...
sarcastic.
Oh. Well,
it'd be way better than Starfield. Starfield was very not done.
Yeah, no. Sorry, I thought you were still talking about No Man's Sky when you said that. No, yeah, I have my gripes with Starfield. Starfield absolutely dropped the ball on that. Yeah, Light No Fire. I'm actually want to keep my eye on that because it also looks like a creature tamer survival game. So, but then I brought this up before. I'm gonna look this up right now because it's gonna bother me forever. It was that N64 game from back in the day. N64 game, and it was like Space Station something. Space Station Silicon Valley.
Space Station. Oh, that must have been. I don't recall that.
Okay,
Yeah,
it is. It is literally called Space Station Silicon Valley. If you guys have never heard of it, I remember renting this game in Blockbuster, and I thought it was the coolest thing as a
You
kid.
old as fuck.
Yeah, I don't care. I'm old. But the whole premise of it was like a zoo that was on a space station, and there was something wrong with it where the creatures, like every creature is an android of it's literally Ark. It's fucking weird because it's actually Ark. It's a space station that encapsulates a bunch of animals, but they're not actually real animals. They've been fabricated and put in this space station just to be like a big giant space zoo. I forgot what the issue is, but you have to go there and correct something. And you are a microchip. And you're a microchip that has to go and like correct the wrongs, and like when you're playing as the microchip, you're like crawling with your little microchip legs, and you're like a one-shot health. Like you can die from like anything, but the caveat or what you have to do is attach yourself to the creatures there, tame the creatures, and every creature has a different purpose, has different abilities to get across different platforming things or puzzles. And it's an N64 game, and it was 6, so like that
Advanced.
it's crazy because it's like the more I think about that game, I'm like, that's literally Ark. That was Ark like for back in the day. It's just that you're doing a platforming puzzle game that has missions. Because basically, if you think about it, we're just a little chip on this island, and we have to go tame these creatures. And then once we, ride them or whatever, we become them using their abilities and stuff. I think you're talking about Ark Gen 2. Dude, I'm saying, like, if you ever have a chance, it's obviously N64 graphics, but it was, I remember playing that as a kid, and I was like, this game is so cool, and when I was playing Ark, I was like, dude, this is exactly what that is, basically, and I was like, maybe it's my love for that type of game, taming the creatures, becoming the creatures, having utility, use for the creatures. I actually love that part of Ark in general, so maybe that what really brings me to the love of Ark, of always coming back to Ark. Playing Ark is is Space Station Silicon Valley. But yeah, apparently that was made by a company. Who were they? What was the name of that company? I went down a rabbit hole several months ago when I brought up this game to Derek and Todd. Who was the publisher? Was Take-Two Interactive. Yeah, Take-Two Interactive,
bitch.
who later on became Rockstar. So basically it was a Rockstar game. I wonder if they still own the rights to that. Side note, off topic, just fucking demolished my burger and large fry. Hell yeah. We love to hear it. But yeah, maybe I'll make a video on YouTube about that. Space Station Silicon Valley is basically Ark. I'd have to get footage. Maybe I find some way to still play Space Station Silicon Valley. Find an emulator or something. Look, guys, I just tamed the polar bear. Oh, I need to get those. Oops, I need you back. You know what I was happy to find out, Russell? I tamed an anglerfish, right? Because I was like, I'm going to get some silica pearls. And I was like, where the fuck is the saddle for this thing? And I found out you don't need a saddle for the anglerfish, so...
I didn't know they were good at getting silica.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's their main utility. If you know where silica pearls are, don't harvest them yourself. Use an anglerfish. I didn't need them at the time, but now I need them. So, got the anglerfish, and I am very happy about it. Good choices in life. It's a pretty fast creature underwater as well. They're
Are
OP,
they that fast?
Voltron said. Yeah, they're actually really
I thought they were
fast.
kinda slow.
And let me see, I'm gonna get one chomp off of the silica pearls over here. I got 46 silica pearls from one chomp. 45, 42.
That's not bad, because normally it's like
44.
33.
96 was, oh, I think that added from the last one. Never mind. We are gassing it up a little too much, but no,
I was like 9,000.
What 9,000? Yeah. My only issue is I don't know where all the hot spots are for the silica pearls. I only know this one little strip right here.
Are you kidding me? Fucking
Except I do know the other one that you brought up. Maybe I should go check that area out, huh? You said the ice bayou, right?
Wait, what do you mean?
Didn't you say there was a bunch of silica pearls by underneath the ice bayou?
Yeah, where the Giga usually spawns at, where that Giga was stuck at, that area. Not like right off the shore where I am, because that's like empty. It's not but rocks in there. But if you go over to the side where that Giga was, there's pearls in that water area.
I think I will do that.
There should be a decent amount, because
Oh, what am I doing? Oh well, whatever.
I think you'll get at least a decent amount, because you just gotta look. Like, they're over there for sure. That's where I go when I need them.
Hell yeah. Yeah, I just grabbed the little strip down here where I knew where they were. After I grabbed all of them, I have 317, so.
Oh, you probably only hit up a few.
Right.
Actually, anyone know what I really hate in the DLC more?
What's that?
That stupid sunflower.
Bro, I remember when I beat that thing, I was like, Derek, you need to go fight that thing immediately.
Dude, I was so bad because like I was stuck for a while, and I finally got to like the second thing. It was like, there's a third phase.
Yeah, that was actually crazy that they did that. The weapon's pretty cool too. I was fucking around with it for a little bit. I didn't put them all in the metal folder. Look at me slacking. Russell would yell at me with how unorganized that looked. Good thing I organized it for him.
Okay.
Before I got yelled at.
It'd be a shame if your saddles disappeared.
You shame if I just stopped working on that. Russell. Alright. I'm actually gonna go try that area by you.
It's crazy how now they want to show Spinos all the fucking time.
Nuh-uh, are they actually? That's because you've been slaughtering everything lately.
So far. Yeah, 3.
I mean, it's always safe to kill them and get those sales if they're not a level you want, honestly, though. Just to have more, just in case there is any type of reason that we end up botching the alpha. Is that what we're doing tonight? Are we going to pull the trigger on that?
Well, you made it seem like it.
Okay, let's do it. Let's get wild.
I don't see the backpack pin. That's ugly.
Those fucking skeletons got in no fucking way.
Dylan going through it hard on Elden Ring right now.
What's today?
You know, it was actually crazy yesterday. You did so good on your first attempt against Bale, and then, like, it took a while. Like, I hate when that happens. Like, I
it's like the
for
first
you.
attempt.
Right.
I was from Melina as well.
Yeah, exactly. Killed your confidence, I guess, right? Hopefully I can get this red drop in
I would have raged quit already.
Right, that's true. Will I make it to this red drop in time?
Find out next time on
Dragon Ball Z. Dun 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 dun. This shit was always so cool.
It was. Looking back, I'm like, dude, how was I watching this shit?
Right. You know, when Todd was rewatching it, I was so proud of it. Like, I was watching Todd in the Discord rewatch a lot of the Dragon Ball Z at the time. And I was like, this shit holds up. Like, the animation holds up really well. Compared to a lot of, like, stuff in that era.
Got a classic type feel to it, yes, man.
Oh, absolutely. But I mean, like, at least when, like, there's motion being animated, it just feels... It still has some level of fluidity that translates really well to today. Versus, like, people who were like, I loved He-Man and Super Friends as a, you know, when I was younger, and then you go watch those episodes, and you're like, what the fuck were you watching?
Yeah, what is this shit?
Right, I remember, yeah, Rip, my brother Nick, he was big on He-Man, and I remember rewatching that with him. I was like, oof, dude. I don't know how you were doing it, brother. That's a cool ass Anki. Damn, it sucks that the thing's level 5. I gotta bring you this Anki.
Don't emote, fucking run.
Run! Oh, you know, I just remembered. In Ragnarok, the beavers, they had those giant dams. Do you remember that?
Yep. Yeah.
I totally forgot. I was just thinking about that. Like, as I'm flying over this little riverbank here, I'm like...
In that valley area by Sean.
Yeah. Dude, that... I used to kill all of them just to get to their cementing base.
Dude, it's fucking raw.
I never killed them. I just fucking...
Oh, I would be on the back of the wyvern torching them, because I knew they'd respawn over there. They respawn every single time.
No, but you remember for a while there in certain areas we were having issues with respawns, weren't we?
I don't think I ever was.
Or was it with beavers? Or it was with something. We were having issues with respawn. Or something.
Oh, that was the ice wyvern. And apparently that was that was like a notorious thing for everybody. Like, everyone like went through, like, basically you had to restart your server or refresh all the tames on the server for it to respawn exactly where it is, because it would quickly move out of the way. That was so much a problem that I just recently watched a video of somebody talking about everything coming to Ragnarok, and they brought that issue up, and they're like, hopefully that isn't an issue. Because honestly, I was like, I totally forgot that was an issue, and I was like, maybe the first thing we should do when we hit up Ragnarok is just quickly grab that ice egg. But yeah, just to make sure we get one. But I really hope that's not an issue still. And apparently they might be revamping some of the creatures, so people are hoping they revamp they should do the ice wyvern. Well, they already have wyverns in the game, but they should revamp the ice wyvern, at least its ability, because that shit was kind of whack.
Yeah. It just didn't have range like the lightning.
Yeah, and it didn't like freeze anything either. You're just doing like basically you're doing fire damage. It looks like a fire attack, but you're not doing like damage over time like the fire. So it was actually just like a shittier version, from what I remember. I don't remember it being any good. I don't know if this Anki is still gonna be on top of your base, but I'm gonna put him up there just so you can see him because he looks cool.
Alright.
Oh, I missed the fucking box. Bullshit. Yeah, Maverick, yeah. Ice wyverns were ass. Or was ass, yeah. I remember being so excited when we saw one too. We're like, oh, this is gonna be sick. And then
cool.
They did look cool. They had like an ice crown. I fucked with their design. I just didn't fuck with how they worked. So I do hope if anything did get tweaked, it was them. Maybe giving us like a lasting ice debuff when you get hit by it, or like something that actually like freezes you. Because I think you did actually. You got like. I think you did. You did get slowed. That's what it was. You got slowed, but it wasn't like anything like huge.
Unless you slowed with light damage taken too. Over time.
Yeah, it was. They could have done something way cooler. Giving us like a freeze rate, like the doesn't the oh, I forgot their names. They're on extinction though. The yes, Magnamar. Yeah, exactly. They have the ice beam, right? They should have. The ice wyvern should be shooting fucking beams like that thing. Running out of stamina. This is garbage. Should have been paying attention. Yeah, they are so good. They're so. I remember a pain in the ass when we were taming one of them. That thing that fucking hopping around and zooming. It's like you hit them with a trank dart and they're shoom. Like the fucking Flash of Arc. I do love their design though. Those things are sick. God damn, dude. Extinction has a lot of cool tames. Gotta trap them like billboard and ceiling and shit. Yeah. Fucking like grasshoppers or ticks, like fucking, or not ticks, but fleas with how they fucking spring and just jump. It's crazy. Yeah, very cool design, very sick tame. They were cooking with extinction. That is very true. Still want me a Velociraptor, man. Or whatever, Velocisaur or Velociraptor. I think it's Velocisaur. I think I've already said that too. But yeah, those things. The Needler. Like, that's the tame I would like to just grab. Even just going to Ragnarok, I'm like, I just want that tame. Put that in Ragnarok, please. Velonosaur, okay. Velonosaur? Yeah. Either or. You know what I mean. They're cool. It's like a turret. The feeling, the impact that those needles gave were just next level. Alright, got my infinite berry thing going. Hopefully this works out for the rest of my stay here. Yeah. Yeah. Fucking love it. Alright, I need this. Some of these. Oh, that's what I was gonna do. I forgot my mission was.
Tired of a material so bad, bro.
Hide?
My life. I'm so sick and tired of getting hide, bro. I ain't gonna lie. There's gotta be a more efficient way. I know there's not, but I wish.
It's not even that bad. You know what you should be doing is using your gene scanner to scan T-Rexes, killing everything on the way to the T-Rex, and then also seeing if the T-Rex has a trait. This way you're doing two things at once.
Okay. I like having that buff though, that 100 buff, bro.
Yeah,
it makes
you can still do it
quicker, and like I go quick.
You can still do it. Just pull out your gene scanner, scan the Rex, and then you just keep on killing. Oh boy, there I go killing again.
Oh boy, yeah, here I go killing again. Fucking, what's his name? Something Acropolis.
I don't even remember his name. At least I know where that one's from. That was Rick and Morty.
Oh yeah.
Before it fell off.
Oh, did they start doing bad in the seasons?
As far as I know, not, like, yeah, not a lot of people watch it anymore.
Oh, I stopped at like season 4, so I didn't see the rest.
The one thing I was bothered by was, like, it happened all because of the one dude scandal, right?
Mm-hmm.
Justin Roiland scandal. My issue was they had like the perfect person. It was a dude on TikTok of all places, and he was like the perfect person to do the voice for Rick and Morty. Like, he was killing it. And I guess he even auditioned to be the replacement, and they went with somebody who doesn't even, like, he sounds just a little bit like Rick and Morty, and it's like, you had the person that sounded just like him. Like, why didn't you go with that guy? And the dude was very wholesome, and he was like, I have no idea. I think everyone was just blown away that they didn't choose the dude off of TikTok.
Yeah, but I wonder why.
Yeah, I mean, I have no idea, no clue. What did I need this for? There's a bunch of other things. Oh yeah, I wanted to make another egg incubator, but that's more or less something I can worry about later. But I will get that process going.
crazy.
Honestly, what else is whack? There we go.
Ooh, I made it. Yeah, you can make that. Come on. I'll just take it.
Is health 4 and oops, health 4 and stamina 1. Where the hell did I see? Oh, that was over in that. Okay. Alright, let me see which ones I'd bring with me.
Baby the lobster. It's a tough fucking lobster. Holy shit. Fucking earth tree shadow bitch. Look like a fuck rat. Fuck rat.
Alright, I gotta check on these gators, check their levels, see who's got saddles.
I think I've been playing Elden Ring because I really want to play fucking Tears of the Kingdom. Kind of gives you the same vibe.
A little bit.
Just like environment wise.
For sure.
Much shit to do, so much secrets. Oh shit, grabbed me right after my thing can't do. Damn!
Dylan's not having a good time.
Yeah, the colors on that's not bad. It's like thermal.
Right? I like the red spikes on his back. It's a really shitty level and all that. I just thought it looked really cool.
I meant to heal, not use my spell.
Yeah, that color.
It's alright, Dylan. It happens, man.
Yeah, I forgot I changed my build. I wasn't doing the other one because it was just too OP and I just wanted to switch it up a little.
Right on.
So now I went back to Arcane instead.
Magic user. You know what I loved about the magic with that one was that one sword that looked like fucking a lightsaber.
Arcane is bleed.
Oh, whoops. You're right.
Otherwise, I think my new game plus, I'm gonna do like some intelligent build. I think maybe do some madness.
Madness was fun. I did that for a bit. I love the madness bolt, where you like. Well, I love the grab was great too. But the bolt where you like hold your head and then you shoot a really fast bolt, that was pretty sick.
Yeah, I haven't played anything with Madness. I think it's like the only one that didn't really play was Madness. I did a little bit of not too much Poison either
This
though.
is a perfect one to do Madness now, especially with the whole Madness area. You get the Madness gloves.
Yeah. So that's why I'm waiting though. There's a few things I need to get first before I can do it. That's why I figured my next gameplay I'll do Madness. Right now this is Blood because I had some new weapons I wanted to try. I forgot to try this hand-to-hand combat thing.
Oh yeah, that was fun too. I forgot about that whole hand. That shit was sick as hell. A leaf style or whatever. Damn, yeah, man. You're making me want to play the DLC again. It's been a while.
For real.
Dude, I forgot about that whole fight where they all jumped you. That shit was so bogus. Damn. Alright, 282.
What else did I get? I also got like 2, because you know how in the DLC you get the 2 flip?
The what?
I got 2 of them now, and then I was kind of dual wielding them a little bit too. But yeah, I'll show you what the combo is. Pretty cool.
All right.
Here it is.
Yeah, that's fucking nice. Yeah, I love their weapon design and attacks are always, they always did such a good job.
Yeah, and I didn't really do too much dual wielding until now. I was like, you know, I need to do some more dual wielding, especially as I did so much New Game Plus now, and then actually just getting the same weapons now. But yeah, I also got the matting hand.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. Yeah.
That's what right now I'm just like collecting a bunch of like stones and stuff, and then that way I'm like upgrading a bunch of shit. Because I don't think you can keep your bell bearings, can you, in the New Game Plus? I don't remember.
I
think it does start over.
Remember, I want to say no.
Yeah, so you gotta like buy all your stones now and upgrade everything.
Yeah. That sounds right to me. Honestly, a lot of these battle gators are really set right now, as far as their health and attack and where they're at. Not all of them have saddles, though, and only one of them so far has that one upgraded saddle that I was telling you about. Let's see how the rest of these go, though. I want to know what love is. I want you. Just need to see these gators. Alrighty. Oh, that's an alligator. That's why. So far. I mean, I could bring this gator in there. That'd be interesting. Am I ready to risk it all? Should I risk it all?
Did you ever get like the Claws of Night?
Which one's that one? Oh, yeah. Those are cool.
You could like throw daggers.
Yeah, that one was a lot of fun with. I was rocking that, because you could still do the throwing, right? If you have it. Oh, yeah. I had that on, as a secondary weapon. I'd switch to it.
That's what I have right now. I have that, and then I'm doing this, the hand-to-hand.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Because I want to get to
hand-to-hand
close
was so
range.
fun, dude.
Yeah, that's my first time actually doing it, and it's gonna get some used to for sure. Right. I'm used to fucking like great swords.
Yeah, dude, still that Milady weapon was one of my favorites from this one.
Dude, I maxed that one out, and
So
I want to
good.
get a second one, but I have to do the DLC another time because I guess I forgot to get it through my first playthrough, and I went to check it again. Like, oh, I already did get it through the second playthrough. I just forgot to get it through the first playthrough.
Right.
But yeah, that one's actually really dope, especially when you get that stance medallion too.
Yep.
Talisman.
Yeah, I remember going crazy,
Yeah, I want to
mixing
do
everything up towards the end of that last fight in Shadow of the Erd Tree. I tried so many different builds, so many different fucking going crazy against Radon.
so far with Radon, like I had to just go like to my main, which was my Blasphemous, and I was like dual wielding those ones too. And especially when that new magma thing that you get from Drail or whatever his name is.
Magma thing.
Fail.
Spell?
The Dread Talisman.
Oh.
Or like maxes the magma.
Okay.
Because yeah, like Blasphemous is actually magma. Because at first I thought it was just fire, and I was like looking it up. It's like people are adding it to the build. Why? Like, oh, magma. I'm like, oh.
All right, Russell. I'm gonna take my best gator in there with the best saddle.
You're nuts, bro.
Huh? You think so? I'm
You're
pretty
nuts.
confident. I'm pretty confident.
I don't. You're confident with everything you do, and I'm just saying sometimes, you know, take a step back and reevaluate. You know, that's it.
I just think it's the right move.
Nah, we probably will be good with the saddles and yeah, so I don't see it being too bad.
So,
Dude,
so that means I
anything
have
that's
2
fucking
saddles
loud.
then. So then I technically only need 6. I don't know what you're on right now or how many you have or
Yeah, I
what
was
else
gonna do
you need.
6.
Okay. So then you were right to do 6, so assume 6. I'm gonna line up all the
You know
gators. I'm ready to take.
All the hide I just brought in.
I have more
we
hide
only
if
got
you
enough
need.
for 1 saddle. It's
Okay.
crazy.
Well, here, are you next to that box? I can keep on funneling more hide in there. Also, there's more metal
I
in
am.
there, by the way.
Oh shoot. Yeah, I'll take care of that. Let me grab that out there.
All right.
Fucking lobster bitch.
The rock lobster.
Yeah, those hand-to-hand combat things wasn't doing shit to him, and I had to switch to the night claws. I was like, holy fuck.
Oh, did you ever get the Maglinia's toxin things? I totally forgot that we were gonna need that.
The
no,
perfumes?
because you remember I told you I had
Oh.
hit 3 or 4 in a row and none of them happening.
Alright. Well, we gotta switch pace a little bit then. But let's focus on getting everything we need
That'd
first.
still be easier than I think doing saddles, honestly.
Okay, are you next to the box?
Yeah, I'm already taking stuff out.
Alright, I'm gonna be throwing hide in the hide. I got more hide I gotta go grab though.
Alright, as far as metal goes, 2, 4, so enough for 3.
Oh,
So,
forget that.
5.
I'm on my way with more hide into the box. The detail on these Power Ranger suits is crazy. It's in a little like, it's insane. Yeah, it's crazy. They went too hard with the cosmetics on that. Alright, put more hide in there. Whoa, that was supposed to go into the hide folder, but it didn't. I apologize.
That's why I was waiting in the hide folder and I was like, I don't see nothing.
What the hell? Yeah, I clicked on the hide folder. Alright, I'm just about to send some more. I still have more, I was just overweight.
How do you aim with the fucking crossbow?
Is it not the same with the bow? Or can you? I don't remember.
I'm pretty being able to aim, I'm pretty sure.
Just put more in there. Oh, I'm about to die. That was dumb. I jumped from way too high up. Oh, I survived that? Holy. I'm built different. Holy. Shit. Look at that. Tech boots no longer needed in this.
Okay, I'll remember that.
It'd have been funny if right when I, oh my god. If it would have been funny if right when I fell down there was like a raptor right there. Just fucking chomps me. I'm dead.
It would look funny. Dude, how much hide did you have? Is this from like the course of the whole game?
I was getting ready to do the saddles myself, and then you said you'd do it, and then I was like, all right. I got more hide.
We had enough fiber as far as hide goes.
Oh shit, I'm overweight now. Fuck. Well, I'm walking. Doing the all.
Actually, ever seen the duels of the Radivia Bloodblades?
You're gonna have to show
Watch
me.
how fast they go. Hold up.
Oh yeah, I have actually seen that. That shit's crazy. You're inflicting bleed tonight. All right. Hide.
Dude, even with all the hide I put in there and what you put in, we only have enough for 2 saddles.
I put more hide into the spot in the chest. I have placed more hide into the chest again. And I have placed more hide into the... Oh, hold on. There we go. That's as much as I think I had. Pretty decent.
Yeah, that was a big chunk. Alright, with all that, I think you probably give me enough for 2 saddles, honestly. You might have enough for 3 total. Check. Alright, like I said, we're definitely set on the fiber. We don't need any of that. With metal, we need another good 6,000. Have enough for all 6. And then the hide, we got enough for... for 4. Say about 4 saddles.
I feel like we should be good off that. God forbid 2 of our things aren't. You know, I feel like it will still be good.
Alright, it's up to you.
Yeah, I would pull the trigger on that.
Alright, so if we got enough for 4 of those and that, I need 4, 6, 8, 5. Then I need another 600 metal.
Alright, I definitely have you on that. I just gotta go. I was letting it smelt in the thing. Just pulling all the gators I'll take with me. So if I'm bringing the 2 elephants, I just need 8 gators. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright, 2 more. Actually, let's see what these levels are. Okay.
So I have a mail for the Karchar, whatever it's called, Karcha, blah blah blah. So, do you? I mean, unless you want to
Come on, I could not
your
kill
female,
you.
because there was a male egg here in the incubator, and it's a 152
Oh yeah.
per level.
Yeah, my cart
Okay,
shows just chilling outside, so.
Oh yeah, whenever you. Actually, I might come. I'll go swap them because it's 152. Or I'll raise it first, and then I'll do that swap.
Alright. Sounds good. Battle Gator, Battle Gator, Battle Gator, Battle Gator, Battle Gator. Hey, brother.
Dragging community park can control to inflict damage with anti-drag.
Where the fuck did that other element go?
God damn it! Gotta be a way down there. Elden Ring's new DLC, Shadow of How the fuck do I get down?
Shadow of complaints.
Hug it. Damn it.
Still going against the ape, right?
Yep.
I'm bringing some high-ass gear. Fuck that. Because I think what had happened, too, the reason it also killed me is because it killed my tame. Like, I don't know. You know how, like, when you're not a tame, you take the brunt of that damage?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's what it was, because it killed my Yeti at the same time, so I'm thinking...
Hey, it won't hurt, right?
Yeah. Black is pretty warm. Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Catching on a fucking straight rock, I swear to God. What's another gear that's good for armor? Would you say chitin?
Yeah,
If it's
shouldn't.
not fun.
Yeah. I'd say so,
It's
yeah.
like,
I think whatever's got, if anything you got the tie, I feel like you should be good. Come on, game, land this son of a bitch. Alright. Waiting for a drop right now, because it's got an orange ring around it. And then I'll make it my way into that cave. I will see if I brought some rare flowers with me. Hopefully I can get those fuckers to come flying off the wall so I can jump in. Hey, Billy, what's going on?
Thought I got a little chilly.
Wow.
that was the best you had? Come on, Dylan. I know you got better than that.
Took me a second, actually.
I thought it was, you got a little popper in here.
Oh, that's the old man.
Right. You bringing back my gamer tag. Oh, I watched all of it though. I meant to tell you. I figured I was like, I feel like if he just jumps in here, I'll talk to him about it.
Yeah, what'd you think?
Looks like a solid like $60-$70 game.
Oh, okay, so not 80, but like
Not
it looks
80.
like a good game. Right?
It does. You know, I like that they're bringing elements from like other successful games in those genres.
I really like the permanent flaw system, like the bad knees.
Yeah, that was funny.
Cool.
The cracking sound, that was, yeah, it was silly, but it was funny. The thing that reminded me of some of the, like, obviously, when he had, like, oh, if you have enough strength or ingenuity to open up this door, you can open it up in different ways or not be able to open it up at all. You know, when they did that. That reminded me of Cyberpunk. Because Cyberpunk, you absolutely, like, that's how you did it a lot. Like, especially when you open up the door with the brute strength, that, like, is exactly how you do it in Cyberpunk.
Oh yeah. That's
Voltron saying he's off to bed. Russell, so take it easy, Voltron. You have a good night. Yep. Russell said peace. I'm sure you heard him, but yeah. You take it easy, man. Thanks for stopping by and talking and chatting it up for a bit.
Chat it out.
Chat it out. But yeah, that whole process, and I was like, oh, they definitely pulled inspiration from Cyberpunk right there.
Yeah.
And then it sounds like, you know, more and more games really, like, I know everyone says it now, but it's like, do you truly mean it? So I don't know, we'll have to see. And I'm referring to play any way you want, and everything, the way you play change, you know.
It adapts.
Right.
We'll see if it really does that.
Exactly. So like I remember I used to be excited when people said that, but now I'm like, all right, no, is it gonna be like Baldur's Gate 3, or is it gonna be like, oh, you only have 2 different paths really, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yep, true.
And then
Yeah, that's
like,
why I'm if what they said, if that's all the cool stuff that's gonna be there, then yeah, that's definitely not $80. But if
Right.
that's just the surface, and there's a lot more like that, then I think it's worth 80.
it
But,
has
you
to,
don't have pay
right,
that anyway.
right,
It's just gonna
true.
be on Game Pass.
Yeah, which is also like I've heard the concerns with that and whatnot, and that's just them getting everyone to go into Game Pass and then constantly raise the price of games just so then everyone just has to be reliant on Game Pass and nobody owns games anymore. Like,
Oh yeah.
yeah, it is a slippery slope sometimes, but as of right now, I still think it's a beneficial.
I don't know if I agree with people on the $80. I mean, how long have games been out?
How long have they been $70? Hold on. Give me 1 second. There's a lot of noise right now. I can barely hear what you're saying.
I think well, that was it. Oh, never mind.
All right, so hold on. Re-say that. Sorry, I had to increase your voice.
Was your response to Billy saying when have they been 70? Was that your response?
No. I couldn't hear what he said.
He said something about Billy. You said you're okay with 80. Was that it?
Well, no, I'm not as up in arms as other people are. I think I just googled it. So the $60 standard started in 2006. So you think inflation over 20 years?
But you're forgetting a huge crucial part.
We're not getting finished games at all.
Games used to be that price because they also had to make the casing, the discs. They had to do all the actual the hardware.
Yeah, everything's all digital now.
Everything's digital now. Most of their games are digital now, so they don't have to pay that outright anymore. And they're just like they made a lot of money from just going digital. And now it's like they're still asking for more money after they no longer have to actually make physical games to the volume that they used to.
That is true. So I put in $60 into the inflation calculator from 2006 to now. $60 is now $97.
Okay. So
So
$60 with a case, disc, an instruction guide. You gotta think of the production cost to make all that stuff.
Yeah.
Is stuff they no longer have to worry about.
That's true. So you would think, the drop from 97 to 80. I don't know. That seems like that might be reasonable.
97 to that shit should have been way cheaper. The cut for production cost of physical media should have been like, maybe $20, $30, maybe like $30, $40 actually.
Really, you think that the disc and the box and all that stuff cost that much?
Yeah, the production for all of that over time, absolutely. And it's no longer they're just making, and they're not like it's not like they're producing these things and hoping it sells. Now it's just more of it's all digital, so they can take they don't have to like make extra surplus and hope that it sells. They're gonna sell as much as they can, or
Yeah, what Nintendo could do is like at least make their cases smaller, like the DS or something too. You got this big old case, and it's like this little tiny ass chip. And it's not even a game anymore; it's just a key.
Yeah, they're not even caring about that anymore. Soon there will be no fucking little chips anymore, or whatever you want to call the games.
Yeah, I'm definitely not defending Nintendo for sure because their games are just not worth that.
No,
But
not at all, right?
A true AAA game, I don't know, 80 seems about right.
I don't think we've had a true AAA in a while either, though. That's the other issue.
Like for I always use Grand Theft Auto as an example. How much is
Sure, that one, yes. I think sure 80.
That's right.
That's gonna be $100 game.
Would you pay $100?
I mean, I know a lot of people will. They've been waiting for so long.
I think it's warranted more or less than most of these other games. Most of the other games are far from.
But I
Grand Theft
also
Auto.
feel like that game would also go on sale more often. So they probably have that illusion. It's like, oh, it's $100 now, but then we'll throw some low prices here and there. But we just know the true fans are going to pay for $100.
I don't. Do you know any other game that gets close to the quality that Grand Theft Auto puts out?
Well, I mean, I'm asking. What? So like Elden Ring, let's say it was 80.
I would, because that's a whole experience. That's a whole.
Yeah, I'm playing it right now.
.NET is such a big world. Yes, I think that's worth. The 80 is okay if it depends on the time put in the game. If people are just putting out some like game piece and we're trying to charge 80 for that, I'd be like, you know what, you can go. Let it go.
I do think most of these games should keep on leaving it how it is, though. Leave it up to like early access. People want to play it slightly early, or get the extra additional content for the most, like the $100 price or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, I do like that, where they give like extra cosmetics. Really want to pay the extra price.
I think the part that just doesn't sit well with me is that whole instance of they took a crazy pay cut with no longer having to produce the physical stuff anymore, and we obviously as the players didn't see any dip in prices from that.
That's true.
But
Yeah,
now
I
all
don't
of
know
a
how much they
sudden,
really paid that,
now
but
all of a
maybe it
sudden
is.
a window's open for 80, and they're like, oh, you know, we can go for that, and it's like, yo, you. If it was like, all right, like if after the price cuts like happened from, like with how much they save now from making games and selling games, like versus back in the day when they had to actually make all the stuff and produce all that stuff, if when that happened, then when the digital era came through and they were like, hey, all players will see like crazy discounts, like the price is now gonna be dropped for your base game down to like $40 again to your base game. We're gonna give you guys that cut going forward because games no longer cost that much. And then now all of a sudden they're like, okay, now things are getting more costly and we're jumping it back up to like $60 or $70. I'd be like, you know, at least they gave, you know, obviously that's not the way the world's gonna work, but at least it would have been built on like some more or less like trust, you know.
Yeah.
I just see
Yeah, no, I get you.
everyone just assumes they have the Grand Theft Auto quality to throw out there and be like, yeah, I can deem my game being $80. It's like, no, that's actually very rare that a studio has the assets and ability to pull off an $80 game instead of Ubisoft thinking some bullshit ass pirate game is the first quadruple A game, and it's like, y'all were really up your own ass with that shit. Like,
What pirate game?
Skull and Bones. You never heard that? They were saying it flopped hard, and it was like delayed like crazy. They kept on cutting content that they promised to the players like over and over again. Every time they delayed the game, they're like, okay, it's delayed, and also you won't be able to free roam like off of the pirate ship. Like, we've taken that out. Oh, okay, it's delayed again, and now we won't have where you can actually jump on players' boats to like take their boats from them. Like, we're cutting that out of the game. Like, there's a lot of different changes. We no longer can do
Literally, it
this.
was just a shit game.
Yeah, and they at one point in time said this game, like, they were trying to gas it up. They're like, oh, this might be referred to as the first quadruple A game, A title, with how much resources and stuff we're putting into it. And it's like, get the fuck out of here.
It just made me want to play Black Flag instead.
Everyone who played it said Black Flag was better and more enjoyable because you could do those things. You could board another enemy ship. Yeah, so it is just a hot mess. But it's like there's too many companies. Like,
Quadruple A? What is the triple A even stand for?
you know, I guess that's
That
up
they're
to
calling
whoever wants to. Yeah.
Quadruple A.
Yeah, I'm telling you, they were really up their own ass with that, and it's like, y'all are so crazy. Now you wonder why everyone judges you so hard. It's like, y'all deserve it.
Yeah.
Oh man, I couldn't stand that shit. But I don't know. It's very.
So I think we're saying the same thing then. I do agree that you need to have quality.
Right.
But I do think some games,
You know what?
just seeing that price tag alone, I'm not like, oh my god, how dare you.
I would be like, you can't claim $80 games unless you've had a previous title that has reached $80 quality.
Okay.
I feel like that's
I can
fair.
accept that.
Right?
Yeah, that's fair.
It's like, hey, do the fans deem this game as an $80 quality? Then yes, there you go, it's an $80 game. But
Right, you have to earn
I think that'd be a fair way to do it. Because then at least we can go and at least trusting that the studio at least gets the game instead of just
Like, if I'd never bought Tears of the Kingdom before, and it was my first time playing, I wouldn't mind paying $80. But the fact that I already own it and they won't give me the upgrade, like, that's bullshit. I wouldn't pay an additional $80 for a game that I already own.
Yeah.
yeah, that shit's crazy. And the upgrades for what? I want to see the side by side comparison. I feel like there's going to be nothing.
Yeah, it's
It's
literally
all
just
cell
frame
shaded.
rate.
It's this. There's no way to upgrade that quality, really. I mean, I'm sure there's little ways, but it's going to be so hard for the naked eye to see that, or visibly see any real change with that. Nintendo, man, it's stupid.
Yeah, they're really dropping the ball here.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would say one of the nice things about switching over to PC is that there are so many games that are like $15.
Dude, yeah, we're blessed with it, honestly. We get a lot of variety.
Honestly, I feel like if I was gonna get a portable device, I might get that Xbox One. That one looks pretty cool, actually.
Yeah, I hope we can run Steam.
Yeah, they say that it should be the first one, or the do Steam, like for Xbox.
That'd be smart. That'd be very smart.
Just the design looks it looks like very comfortable.
Yeah, it doesn't look bad.
Honestly, the Steam Deck was nice. I just didn't really like the cursor, how it was like so high up, like the joystick.
Okay.
Isn't that how it is on the Steam Deck?
That's what I'm saying. I had the Steam Deck.
Oh, you're saying that was too high up.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because they have the trackpads on there.
Let me find a fucking graze point.
Damn, we have nothing for those megalanias, I'm guessing. I don't know. Actually, I should go check the obelisk.
I might get booted. Holy shit.
What's up?
I might get booted. Just
Booted?
lagging.
Oh, shit. What's my shit at? 85, 83? That's not too bad.
Trying to make my way towards the exit.
Are you in a cave right now?
Yeah.
Oh, that could just be it. I've had that happen to me in a cave, and what I've had to do is just leave the game and get back in, and it'll fix itself usually. I know it's not the first thing you want
I'll
to do,
do it
but
right here.
yeah. But yeah, that's what they should just do. No company or whatever, just prove to us that you have, and not your company has an $80 game, but that game, like that title or whatever. Like don't Nintendo be like, okay, well you said Tears of the Kingdom was 80, so everything is gonna be 80 now. No. You can get away with maybe making another main title Zelda game at 80, not, you know, Mario Party or Mario Kart.
Yeah, if they came out with another Red Dead Redemption, that would be worth $80 too.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
I think one of the things that even speaks true to that is when people talk about like how like it still gets referred to as like the standard for when it comes to your open world and how it looks and how the world interacts with you. Like if your game can
I
still
hear that a
speak
lot.
to that now, then I think you're in good standing for having an $80 title game.
Yeah, and I'm sure that it goes without saying that Elder Scrolls 6 is gonna be worth $80 for sure.
I hope so.
Skyrim is incredible.
Right. I'm still mad at them. So.
Hey, at least you don't have to worry about Xbox exclusive. I go straight to Game Pass.
That's true too.
You think it'll go to Game Pass?
Pretty much every
So
single
broke.
game the Xbox been having is go
Like
straight
their
to Game
big,
Pass.
you know,
That's true. Starfield did, so yeah. They probably will. That'll be dope.
I could see them, well, whenever that does release, but I could also see them going, okay, well, we're unlocking a new Game Pass membership that's like the super premium.
Ew.
And I could see them doing some shit like that.
Tears to it, bro.
Yeah. I could see that.
Because they already have the Ultimate versus the regular Xbox tier. They have 2 tiers already.
Right. Yeah, I know. I always like to put myself into expecting the worst.
Yeah, I get that.
Man. Yeah, though, it did look good. It looked fun. Oh, the other thing I liked about it was the weapons. Some of those weapons reminded me of, like, Duke Nukem weapons from back in the day.
Oh, yeah.
They even had
the weapons did look cool.
He wanted to say it without saying, but he did say big freaking gun, and
Yeah.
yeah,
That was awesome. It was like a void gun. I loved the science grenades as well.
Yes.
How you like threw it at them and they like levitated.
Levitated. That looks fun. I was like, that'd be something I want to use in that game.
I skipped the part about the companions because I didn't want to hear anything about them. Yeah.
It was actually very brief. I wanted to hear more.
Did you? Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't want any spoilers.
I didn't want like spoilers on the character. I mean, they give you like some of them, right? I don't know if it's all of them, but I thought it was gonna be more in depth of how it all worked and whatnot, and if they changed any of that. But I know,
It was like he like started introducing the black guy.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh wait, no, I don't want to hear any of this. Because they were like going into his backstory and like his motives and stuff.
Right. Well, very brief. I'd still say it wasn't like crazy.
Yeah.
Yep. So, if they, I mean, like, once again, everybody says it, but if it actually gets implemented like Baldur's Gate 3, then you guys would be having a really good thing on your hand.
Mm-hmm. Agreed.
But it has to be implemented like Baldur's Gate 3. That's the only issue.
Yeah. Did you hear the part about the radio as well?
Yeah.
I don't know if it's true. He was saying that they created 20 songs per radio.
Per radio station out of the 3 factions, so about 60 songs.
That's insane. If that's true.
Right. I mean, I'm like,
creating 60 songs.
True, but like if you're working with like somebody who does music, I'm sure like not all of them have to be bangers, you know.
That's fair. Yeah.
Those fucking lightnings.
Plus, he was right. That's not only just like New Vegas, but it's very like Fallout 3 as well. Because you could listen to the radio
even
station.
Fallout 3, they borrowed music that already existed.
Right, true, very true. But yeah, I want to know if like is it actually them who created it, or is it them like in collaboration with a bunch of different people, like Cyberpunk, like their radio stations and all their songs was a bunch of collaborations with a bunch of different artists.
Yeah,
because I kind of like that approach more, because then it gives other people like a nice way to shine through your game, kind of promoting it more. I like that. But I mean, if you make good music, you make good music.
Yeah, like some low-key artists that are trying to get started, they can like loan their songs out.
Absolutely. Yeah. I think and that's like a really cool way to like, just find talent, promote them.
Mm-hmm.
Be awesome to hear people be like, yeah, my big break was through Outer Worlds too, you know?
Yeah, that'd be cool.
That'd be
There's
sick,
one song from the first game, even though I didn't beat the first game, there's one song from the first game that I still listen to.
Hey, that's like me with Cyberpunk. I mean, even with Edge Runners, I love that Edge Runners actually used the music from the game. I thought that was sick.
I actually recently rewatched that.
Right now I'm listening to a different song from Cyberpunk that was on my playlist, and I was like, I forgot this was in the game. I was like, this song goes fucking hard.
You're not talking about the last song from the show?
I mean, that song I've been on I Really Want to Stay at Your House or whatever.
Yeah,
I love that song. Yeah. But no, the one I'm talking about now that I was listening to, what is this? 1 second. The one that was like popping up on my playlist, and I was listening to it, like, this song is hard. And I looked at it, I was like, oh, it's from the game. And I was like, oh, I actually remember exactly what scene this is from the game too. It's in the very beginning. Graves. Conrad, Old Money, and Cubic, featuring Johnny Graves. The song goes hard. It's when you're like first like in the car ride with Jackie for the first time. Well, not for the first time, but you're like driving back to your house, and the song's just playing as you're looking at the city, at Night City. And I was like, yeah, fuck with this. This is great.
Oh, I don't remember this song.
You played the game, yeah?
Yeah.
Did you beat the game?
Yeah, I beat the game.
Okay, hell yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Right on. Did you beat the? Did you play the DLC?
No.
Liberty City or something?
Yeah.
Not Liberty City. Wait, was
Yeah,
it?
it's Liberty City. Yep.
Yeah. With Idris Elba?
Yeah.
No, I didn't play that.
That was actually really good.
Yeah, I heard a lot of good things.
And it was like right when they implemented the 2.0. So like honestly, anybody who's like wants to jump back into that game, that 2.0 update, which apparently they just announced they're doing more updates. They said that was the last one, and then they just recently said, hey, we lied about that being the last one. We got another big update cooking for everybody with some other content. So
Ooh.
I'm kind of curious what that is.
I wonder if they're going to have another big actor in there.
Right? I mean, they kind of like almost teased like there would be another DLC, and I was like, that would actually be insane.
Yeah, yeah, when did it come out? To have that,
right?
it's a pretty late DLC.
Right? I'd have to...
It's what, 2.5? No, 3? Is it, right?
I think it's been like 4 almost, right? No? Oh, no,
3,
2020.
I
Came out
think
2020.
yeah.
It's been 4 years.
Damn.
Almost at 5 years. And,
COVID.
Yep.
That's crazy.
That is crazy.
Oh yeah, Cyberpunk to receive a new surprise update.
Yep. I saw them talk about it, and I was like, what the fuck are they talking about? Like, damn. Don't rope me back in there. I get fucking pulled into that game hard. It's one of my, those games I always go back to and end up putting crazy hours into. It's Red Dead, Cyberpunk, Elden Ring, Ark,
Elden Ring,
obviously.
Yeah, for sure.
I think that's it for right now. As of lately, whenever I go back to a game, it's mainly been those ones.
No Monster Hunter?
Oh yeah, that's true too. Monster Hunter, it's whatchamacallit. That one's kind of upsetting me right now too, though. I'm kind of mad at like they've been fumbling. I don't know why, like for no reason. Like I get
Just the performance.
the performance thing is upsetting, but also the drip feeding content. They
Oh yeah,
were-
you were talking about that.
Yeah, on the
yesterday.
second they were supposed to announce some things, and to my knowledge, they still haven't said anything, and I wonder if they're just like in panic mode, trying to deal with like the negative review right now, so they trying to. I mean, hey, if that's what it is, then never mind. I'll be happy with them. Like if they're like halting all progress to make sure that they flip that mostly negative and actually put out a huge performance update, I will give them kudos. To actually finally prioritize. Well, I don't know if I give them kudos. It took them mostly getting negative to actually pull the trigger on that. But at least it would
Yeah.
be them addressing it. I would take that over. If that's the reason why they haven't told us what the next big update is, that's been overdue now. I would take that honestly. If they were like, hey, we're gonna fix the game. Like, sorry about that, everybody.
Yeah, I
we're fixing
hope
the game.
so.
I would be like, you know what? I'm mad that we don't have content right now, but I'm happy that that's what's going on. Because, yeah, they also need to figure out a way to really extend the content or do something. I don't want it to be grueling to finish these missions, but I don't need these missions being done within an hour. I think that's dumb.
Oh well, it wasn't being done an hour for me.
Well, once
Took
you're
me
at
forever.
well, yeah, once you're at end game though, like say everyone who's at end game, this content, some of the events that they drop is like stuff you can only mainly do at, well, not mainly, but yeah, some of it is actually you can only mainly do at end game, and I'm finishing it within an hour, so
That's crazy, yeah. Oh, you did say that, actually.
yeah. So I don't know. It's in a sore spot. I want them to succeed. I want them to succeed because I love the game. I love the format. I love the formula, and I think they've done really good in the past. And
If
I
they're
just don't
Pumping
know.
out a bunch of events, does it matter that they're only taking an hour if they're giving a lot of events to do?
My issue would be like, if that's what it is, then don't do it every other week. If you're pumping out I don't know. I feel like I don't know. Because they do pump out content, you're right. It is, they do give a lot, which I'm over here complaining about. But at the same time, it's just, I don't know. I just feel like most other games that do live service give you more to offer to like for longevity and playthrough. When you're giving you more stuff to do instead of just, I don't know. I feel like it's maybe not every other week. I'm over here waiting like crazy. Just.
Are they taking the Destiny approach? Like when when they would do their little, it would be the same thing but just different skin basically.
Well, the Destiny
Different
one is
coat.
you're still doing like they'll drop a layer that you run with a fire team, and maybe that whole dungeon takes about.
I mean, as far as their events on the world, like
Oh,
someone
that's
would
different.
drop beam
No,
down
no.
and-
That's like
okay,
a
I thought
live.
that's what you
Yeah,
were going with.
no. Monster Hunter events is like a quest. A quest line will drop of like something new coming. So the last one was, when did they do this? This was. Let me see when they did it drop. It's to get the cats as a headpiece. You can get your Palico's head as a big mascot head for your head that looks just like a cat. Event quest, take on the truth. Is it June 3rd? Is that when it came out? Okay, yeah, so that came out last week. And when does this new one come out? Okay, yeah, so last time they dropped an event was June 3rd. Then, yeah, it's every other week. So, yeah, the whole cat to fight, and there's last week, so this week there's nothing to do for me in Monster Hunter. Because
But there will be next week for sure.
On Tuesday of last week, I already did that mission within an hour and got the headpiece for the cat, and now I have nothing else to grind for. And so this whole week, there's nothing for me to play and do in Monster Hunter. And then next week, there's their next event, which, what does it say? Next week, we're dropping an event with the finest Tributi as a reward. What's the finest Tributi? I don't know what it is. A woodwood equipment set for your Palico. Oh, okay. I think it's to make your Palico look like a woodwood, which is a different creature, which is cool. But then I'm sure that's a quest I'll be able to finish within an hour, and then I'll have nothing else to do. When they should have not have announced an event quest, but their next big event drop.
Yeah, honestly, it's better just like hold the content and release it as like a section.
And
like
that's
Marvel Rivals kind of does it.
Yes, yeah. Yes, I would feel more comfortable with that. That's a good comparison. The way Marvel Rivals has been handling their drip feeding content, it makes sense. It keeps the player kind of engaged and going. When Monster Hunter's like, okay, well, here's one little quest. All right, here's another little quest. I would have preferred them to just take all these little quests and drop it with some other things going. To kind of like, or like do maybe 2 of these event quests, hold it, but then drop them together, but like at separate times during the week. Like maybe one day on Monday and the next day on Friday or something. Or I don't know. It's just, they got to figure something out. They're a big company. I'm sure they can figure something out. Hey, Maverick, sorry about just rambling on, but you have a good night, sir. He's off to bed.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, that's my issue right now as far as Monster Hunter goes. I would like more.
Yeah, and I get it because it's Capcom. They should be able to handle this.
Yeah.
If it was like an indie company, it'd be like, all right, whatever. But
right,
they should be able to do this.
Yep. And yeah, that's the other big thing is like they had this announced, like the roadmap that they released showed like June 2nd was like when we would be hearing more about the next, because their last big event was the springtime event where they changed, everything was decorated different, the event quest was a little more rolled out, you had to do all these different things to get the armor sets, and you were like, it was really nice. I thought they did a really good job. And then we were supposed to hear about the summer event basically, and we haven't heard anything about this summer event. And that was supposed to be back on June, so last week we were supposed to hear something. And they're already playing a small little quest event for June 17th, so that makes me worried, like, are we going to hear anything before June 17th about the summer event? Or, I don't know, man. This shit's fucking whack.
Yeah. What other games are they even working on right now?
Capcom? Everything. Yeah. Capcom's actually wildly successful right now. That's the other issue, is, like, they have Resident Evil, Street Fighter.
Oh yeah, Street Fighter is them, huh?
Yep.
Dang.
Oh, Capcom, and they were one of the companies that was reported that they been keeping their employees, like not taking any big losses, which is great. But
They need them. They've
Yeah.
so many games.
Right.
I'm looking at their catalog right now.
Yeah, they're a huge company. It's like, come on, man, y'all pick it up.
Yeah, that's why the performance issues that they had don't
Yeah.
make any sense.
They literally, it was like, after you really look into it, it's all about it was being rushed, and that's what happened. It's very
Well,
unfortunate.
actually, no, they did have performance issues with Dragon's Dogma as well.
That's true.
Initially.
And I think that was the same reason.
yeah.
It was because they were like rushing to get
Dang, oh, at least they're consistent in that.
right. Alright, well, so I'm gonna take all the creature parts that we need to the obelisk to see how much we got and how much we needed left. I was only able to get 2 of the toxin things from the Redwoods cave.
Wait, 1 second, 1 second. Alright, my bad. What were you saying?
I'm heading over. All right, so I was only able to get 2 of those toxins from the Megalanias for the from the Redwoods cave.
Bro, I keep getting none. I killed a few and they gave me nothing.
That is crazy. I'm about to go bring all the monster parts over to the obelisk, see how much we need left, but I will not be. I'll be calling it there for tonight. So we can maybe just make sure we get the rest of those toxins, and then
I
we
can't
can...
hear a thing you're saying because all these bats. Give me 1 second, bro.
Oh yeah, you're good. You're good.
Bad timing.
Where the fuck did I put my fucking bug?
Turn my volume down too for the end game.
Oh, I see.
All right, say it.
I will be calling it a night, so we could probably try to hit up the boss tomorrow.
Okay, that's cool.
Sounds like a mobile game more than anything. What game are you talking about? Monster Hunter? Oh, probably drip feeding the content.
Oh, yeah.
That's, yeah. Well, most of these games are kind of operating like mobile games, especially like Marvel Rivals, with how successful they've been. They were a mobile game company. But at least they know how to drip feed content properly. Maybe they need to take more notes from mobile games, honestly. 'Cause
Yeah.
I feel like mobile games are well, obviously they had all these years to kind of hone that craft of drip feeding content to retain. They have to. They directly rely on people retaining their attention to their game.
Yeah, look at like Candy Crush.
Right.
How well they're able to maintain such a simple game and concept. They can retain
Right.
people so well.
I've been playing that Monopoly Go.
It's like
Really?
you want to find
Yeah.
that right balance with games to like kind of take ambition from that, but don't go too far into it, because there's a thin line of crossing over the microtransaction BS that's so easily accessible.
Yeah, and then it turns into like gambling almost.
Yeah.
Like the loot boxes and stuff like that. They had to crack down on that.
I mean, love or hate them, I still give flowers to Fortnite, because I feel like they have one of the, like, it doesn't feel as greedy. Like, yes, it's greedy, but it's not as greedy as, like, they could totally full send it and just be a greedy ass company like most of these other gaming companies. But I feel like that's how they built their community, their fandom. You know, they kind of give it a, you know, there've been times where they go for more of a greedy approach, but then their fans push back and they actually listen instead of just full sending it. So hopefully there's some happy medium to be found there. But I feel like a lot of games need to take a look at how other games, Fortnite and mobile games, drip feed content to keep players engaged, because it's, when you have a live service game, that's kind of like a huge part of it. You want to make sure people feel like they're being rewarded for their time.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's my gripe with Monster Hunter right now. It's unfortunate, it really is.
Yeah, I've seen the negative reviews. That is tough.
Yeah, that's really what it is.
It's
It's
hard
just
to
those
come
two
back from
things,
that.
and it's like, dude, you're throwing right now, guys. What are you doing?
Straight up. Civilization has negative reviews as well right now.
Really?
Oh, sit rep?
What'd they
So
do?
I wonder.
I wonder if they did some
They
greedy shit, too.
changed it. No, nothing greedy actually. They just, yeah, it's mostly negative as well. It wasn't mixed, now it's mostly negative.
Yeah.
They changed the way it works. So now, instead of having you pick one country and you like run with them into the modern time, it's broken into 3 sections. So it's like the ancient time, then it's the exploration time, and then the modern time. And in each one, you pick a different civilization. So they kind of change how they do things, and people don't like that.
Damn.
I haven't played it yet, so I don't know.
And so you gotta listen to your community right there. That's more of like a definitely. If the players don't like it that way, then yeah.
You gotta change something at some point, right?
Right.
The problem is, though, every time a new civilization comes out, it has negative reviews at first. So, is it one of those things where it's gonna get better, or is this actually a problem?
Just gotta watch it, I guess.
Yeah, I guess you just keep an eye on that one. That one I wouldn't be too worried about. I feel like that could even out. Maybe people are just upset right now, but haven't really given it the time to like really let it sit in and see how they feel, really truly feel about it.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm just waiting until they like update it, and they'll fix things. They're pretty good at listening.
Right on. Russell, right now we need 3 Megalania toxins. We have 7. So 7 out of the 10. And then we also need Theory Claws. I didn't know we needed them. I know I have a ton of them at my base. But we have 5 out of 10 in the Obelisk right now. Everything else we're good on. We got the Spino, we got the Thelicolio Hook Claws, we got the Megalodon Teeth.
Bro, they're not giving me the toxins, bro. Every single one I come across, I look bag and they do drop it. Nothing in it but berry.
That's weird. Like I killed one on my gator and it just went straight to his inventory, so.
It's fucking game, bro.
Where the hell did I put my shovel?
Alright, so 5 claws, 3 toxins.
I'll do that later. How much time do I have to get that done? Effectiveness for okay, I'm good. Yeah, so we'll see. I really hope Monster Hunter pulls it together. That's the other big thing with Monster Hunter games is, especially when they're like, as far as I've known, every Monster Hunter game since like, is it World or Generations? They like once they hit like their middle of the game expansion, because I'm not gonna say DLC because DLC would just be small. Their expansion's like adding like a whole new set. It's like a huge DLC, right? They only ever do one, but when they do that, it brings in master rank and they add like a ton of more, like tons of more creatures to hunt, and they add a lot of changes a lot of people like and actually want, and like more features and stuff like that. And they'll have like bigger, because right now there's like there's only one big creature that's like. I felt great about, like, how can I put it, like, almost running like a raid almost, right? It was the final boss in the game. They brought it back on the high rank difficulty, and I got to run that with Todd a lot, and that was actually fun. And like the amount of times you'd have to hunt it to get all the armor parts felt right, and it felt like that's how you want to extend some of these so-called events. Like you want to do it in that fashion, so you're like, oh, this is actually really challenging and it's really fun to do this with my friends and whatnot. There's a couple times we failed the mission because other people on our team were just dying and stuff. So, but it was very challenging. It was good, and it was fun to see Todd even take some L's with and like die on gold. What the hell? Like those moments were just funny.
Oh, okay.
So
I do think there is hope. Just because a lot of these movies have redeemed themselves.
Absolutely. I think Monster Hunter will as well.
Cyberpunk.
It's just, this is definitely really bad on them to start off with, or like have this on their record. Especially for this most ambitious title, or most like the biggest version of Monster Hunter, right? The biggest title for the series. It sucks that they're kicking it off with like in this light.
Yeah, that does suck.
Once again,
the core of the game is very fun.
Yes.
And so like I think because of that, they'll bounce back.
Yeah, I hope so. Because like I said, I mean, I actually got to see. It was fun to actually see that click with Todd. Like at first, because I always wanted, I want all you guys to get into it, but I always wanted to like get Todd in there as well, because I felt like that like end game grind is something he would appreciate. And when he was playing the base game, he had more or less like a passive aggressive, like, yeah, this is good, I guess, like. I was like, damn it, it's not winning him over. I could see it, and it is the way he's playing it. He hit that end game content, and then he pulled like an all-nighter playing it, and I was like, hey, this is it.
Oh.
It's like it clicked for him. I felt
Same
it.
thing happened
like,
to Derek.
Yeah. Well, Derek, he kind of popped off on Monster Hunter like immediately, so I was happy to see that. Like when felt like he got, and once again, hit that for him was finding the right weapon, which was the dual blades, and he got the dual blades, and he was all about it. And he was in there, he was grinding hard, and I was like, I love this.
I feel like that's the big thing for most people is finding the right weapon. That's
True.
actually really hard to do.
I thought mine would be, well, mine kind of were dual blades to start off with, but then I discovered the hammer, and I was like, I'm not going back.
Yeah, you just really have to discover it. You gotta try out each one.
Right. Alright, I'm gonna put, alright, got all these guys cryopotted, I got all my shit. Just gotta get a couple more of the, I'll try Megalanias tomorrow, Russell, to get them. You don't have to worry about going for them, I'll go for them. Maybe you are just having issues in your account or something, I don't know.
They don't like me, that's all I know.
I need more, you need more metal, right?
I'll get metal. It'll be alright.
No, I got, like, literally, dude, you really don't ever really worry about getting metal. It's a waste of time, honestly, for you. Unless you have a donkey. I'm telling you, the things it's ungodly.
I was gonna get one.
Or go for it,
I got
yeah.
2 saddles. I got 2 high saddles if you need one.
Okay. I think I have the one I have right now has an ascendant saddle on them. But I do appreciate it. But I really will go over there. It's crazy. I'm telling you, the amount that they pull in is. If you do, I would definitely recommend
like double
it.
the ink.
Yeah, it's crazy. Especially like if. When we get into Ragnarok, I do want to look for one with the trait of Mineral Bearing 3. I think that would go insane. Maybe get a couple.
Are you guys taking any of your dinos with you?
Yeah, we were talking about that the other day. I don't think we'll be taking all of them, but there are several of them, like maybe 2 of like each kind that we really like.
Okay.
Which I'm curious because the Rhino Gnath is the main flyer we've been using right now, which is the big giant insect. I was telling Russell, I was like, I don't know if that's going to be in Ragnarok. And the thing about them is you can't breed them, so we might be SOL.
But you can still take them over there with you.
Yeah,
right?
But like say it dies over there, then.
Oh yeah, you got to be real careful.
Yeah.
If you did, like, there's so many other better teams on Ragnarok.
Honestly, yeah, on Ragnarok, I mean, this thing is the king on the island. Because it's slightly faster than the rest of the tames. It has utility of its weight, but the Griffin is a lot faster, and the weight on the Griffin's like similar. So that alone's already crazy. And the Wyvern, it might be just as fast as the Wyvern.
Don't you die, don't you die.
Or maybe the Wyvern might be a little bit faster. Who knows? But yeah,
it's not stronger than the Wyvern.
There's traps everywhere.
Definitely not. But it's got a bunch of cool utilities on it though. Like you can shoot like a bunch of little like it almost looks like laser blasts, but it's resin blasts. Like it looks like little guns you're shooting out of its tail. You can. The really cool thing about this is you can pick up giant dinos like T-Rexes with it. You can also pick up like vaults, like the metal vaults. You can pick that up with the Rhino.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, Rhino Gnatha. It also has, as long as it has resin. The only thing that sucks is the resin. Every resin ability is built off of the sap. You need sap to put into its inventory, and it changes the sap into resin. And then it uses resin to use all of its different abilities.
Oh.
And it even has.
Is the sap's not hard to get though?
No, you just put the sap, the things in the tree, and yeah. Russell, I put all the metal that was left in the thing over here into the folder.
Alright, cool. I'll check it out in a bit.
All right.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem. But yeah, one of the other abilities, it can coat itself in resin armor.
Does it? Do you pick what it does, or it picks it itself?
Oh yeah, no, it's for me on the PC. It's like it gives me all the prompts. When I mount it, it tells me it's like left control plus C equals resin armor. Toggle the resin ammo because there's like you have the little laser bullet shots, then there's like a lob shot, and then there's like a different type of like rocket launcher type shot with the resin. There's a taunting ability it has, and it will scare smaller creatures away.
Does it aggro big ones?
I don't know if it does. I've never really messed with the taunt because I didn't really care to.
Yeah,
I can try right now. We'll see. Where is? I just heard something stomping. Is it a Rex? Something over there. I can't see. There's too much foliage. I'll have to move into somewhere else that's clearer. Well, oh, the other nice feature about it is you can use weapons on its back. Like you can actually pull out a gun and start shooting on the back on this thing.
How far does this thing go?
One of my new favorite things is cutting wood with my chainsaw while just staying on the while staying mounted on it. I don't think I've ever been able to do it with any other tame in the game.
Okay, that's dope.
Because its head is so close to, like, the saddle's so close to its head, so you're just like right up. Like if you're just facing a tree, you're basically like on the tree. So you just pull the chainsaw out while being mounted still and just ripping away. And its weight is pretty damn decent too. The weight on this one, well, it's kind of whack, but like not too bad. It's 1,600. So, and this was a lower level tame of the grasshopper. So, yeah,
It's probably still not as good as. I've heard. Which tame was it that is good at getting wood?
Like just in general, like the mammoth.
The mammoth, yeah. It's probably not as good as the mammoth.
Oh, the mammoth's obsolete now too.
Is it?
Because they had the Dinotherium, the giant elephant. It has the same weight reduction with wood and collection.
Oh, dang.
And it can move omnidirectional. I don't need to be facing the way I need to walk. If I need to walk sideways with this giant elephant, I can walk sideways. I can walk backwards. I can. Yeah, this thing is so super dope.
Bogus.
Yeah, and then I was telling Russell, like, I watched some. They're huge, though. I don't know if you've seen these giant elephants, but they are absolutely huge. Some guy. Some guy online I was watching him play, and he had a YouTube channel talking about saying how are they boss efficient, and he took 18 of these guys. He fit them all into the teleporter for the boss fights. He took 18 of them. He had them. I think he had them like at max level, like or tamed at max level. And bred at max level, so it was only like 200 and something. So like probably close to this guy, 225. And he had the base saddle, and that was it. He had no mutations, no ascendant saddle, and he was able to do the dragon on the hardest difficulty. Because he put because he also used veggie cakes, and veggie cakes are huge for herbivores. They heal a crazy amount.
Does their buff stack?
I don't know if it stacks, but it does give you, I think, off rip like a either 15 or 20%. I think it's 15 damage reduction, and it might. Some of them might stack, or it might stack to a certain extent. I don't know.
Yeah, because if it stacks, that would be crazy.
Right.
If you're bringing 18 in there and it all stacks.
Yeah. The only issue is having is them all like kind of running into each other and not surrounding the boss properly to fight. But yeah, that was just a whole other thing. But yeah. Ooh, you know what? Before I go to bed, I'm going to see if I have any other mutations. See if my gators have anything else. After I unload a bunch of heavy shit, apparently, that I have on me. Because I always have heavy shit on me. I never learned my lesson.
You carry a bunch of shit on you. What do you, not just heavy?
Yep, I carry way too much. You heard him, he said he cares too much.
Like, imprint Dino with the most random.
Whoa, those imprints are going hard. The traits and everything. Let me carry extra of that. Alright, let's see. He has got 2 fertile eggs. Let's see if out of these 2, before I end the night, before I call it a night, I'll see if I have my 5th health mutation for my gators. Fingers crossed. Let's go. Putting it in the incubator. Pop, pop. Alright, needs to be level 244.
When you poke the dino, does it show the trait somewhere on your thing, or?
What do you mean?
When you extract the traits from the dinos? What the fuck? Where do I put them? Like, how can you tell which ones I have extracted?
The button.
Don't you dare corner me. He's almost
I
dead.
don't know how you
Come
do
on.
it, but I hold.
You just said.
I think for you hold X, and then you can.
That was
you know, how do
bullshit.
you scan for creatures? Yeah, however you scan for creatures, you hold that button down, and then instead of looking for creatures, you can look at the traits that you have.
Oh, and it's on. Okay, yeah, up to 5, right?
I think you can hold up to 10 in that handheld.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, cool.
And none of these eggs had the mutation I needed. Dun dun dun. Hopefully I have better luck tomorrow and get the actual 5th health mutation, but we're still moving at a pretty good pace with that.
Dang, you're on 5? I don't think I ever got up to 5.
Yeah, right now, well, you also didn't have the gene scanner. The gene scanner is part of the, there's a DLC called Bob's Tall Tales, and it comes with some other things you can build, and one of the things is called a gene scanner. It kind of, it looks like a binoculars on like a handheld, like, gun. So you look through the binoculars, but it's like the gun part of it is like a syringe. And the binoculars has like a I don't even know how to describe this thing, but it has like a little screen at the top of it where you can also look for any creature in the, like, you can type up any creature you want to find, and it will point you in the general direction of where that creature is, where you can actually go and find that creature with it. As long as it's like your level, depends on, like, whatever level you are depends on how high of a level you can find of that creature. So, like, if you wanted to find a RG and you were only level 5 and you had a gene scanner, you would only be able to find, like, level 2 RGs or something like that. Every time you get a level, you'd find a higher level of that whatever creature. But I digress. That's only the finding part. That thing helps you find creatures, but it also stores genes, and that's like one of the newer, or traits. That's one of the newer features with Ark Survival Ascended. All these creatures have random traits, and sometimes they're negative traits where they're, well, they're fragile health or fragile melee, but sometimes they're robust health, robust melee, or sometimes they'll be
Something stupid.
mutable health and mutable melee or whatever. And mutable health gives you a higher chance to pass down its mutation of health down to its offspring. So every time I've been getting a new, my next mutation on health or whatever, like say to get the 5th mutation on health, I would go to my gator that has all those mutations. I would pull them out of him, because right now he's rocking 3 mutable health traits. One of them is, and each trait has a level of 1, 2, or 3, or like how potent it is. It's either 1 potency, 2 potency, or 3 potency. Obviously, 3s are extremely rare to find. So I've only able to find, the highest one I found was the level 2, but they also stack onto each other. So I have 2 level 1s and 1 level 2, and I have that on this gator. That's my male that's mating with all the other females. So that's where I think I've been getting better luck with it as well, with getting all the right mutations.
So you can take them off of them?
Yeah,
and then put them on somebody else?
Yeah, you could take it off of... Yeah, after you put it on them, you can still take them off, but you can only put it on them when they're a baby. So when I would get the right mutation as a baby, I'd pull all of it from the parent and put it all into the new gator that's the baby, and that becomes my new main tame for the mutations.
Oh, and you can just always have that set of mutations stored.
Correct, yeah. Even if your creature...
Take them off one by one? Or is it like the whole set of
mutations? Oh, no. Yeah, I can take them off one by one.
Oh, snap. That's huge. You just have to get that mutation one time and you have it forever.
Yes, unless they die. But even if they die, you can still pull it off of them as long as their carcass is still there. If it's just a bag that's left over, it's gone for good.
Okay.
But if their body is still there,
it doesn't stay in there if you put it into somebody else.
What do you mean?
So you take it off of a tame. Now it's stored in your thing.
Yep.
Then you put it onto another tame. It doesn't stay in the thing.
No. So it would be off of that other tame. Right. It's not like I'm doubling up the mutations or whatever. But then they also have a thing called a gene storage, and you can store up to, I think, to 200, or how many? Storage. Oh wait, hold on, I'm doing that wrong. Yeah, you can store up to 200 traits that you've pulled. But the other caveat is it has to be, to get a trait, like I would have to go out in the wild and tame that creature, because you can only pull traits from a tamed creature, and it has to be of the same type of creature. So if Russell wants a better T-Rex trait, he has to go tame a bunch of different T-Rexes, or he can, with the gene scanner, you can scan it when you're looking at them through the binoculars. It'll tell you what trait they have.
Okay.
And then if you want that trait, you can run up to it, tame it, and then you can pull the trait from it. If you don't need the creature, you can just kill it once you take the trait from it. Which is what I've been doing with the gators. I went through the swamp like crazy looking for the right ones. Took me forever, but I found, the ones I wanted. And then
so every trait belongs to that tame.
Right.
So
it can only ever be on a wild.
Or...
Yeah, it can only ever be on a wild creature. It can never be on a bred like baby creature.
So are the mutations the same way that you can only have the mutation on the tame that got it?
I mean, yeah, if you pull it from that creature, you can never put it back on there because it can only go on babies.
But can you put it on a different type of, like if you take it off a Rex, can you put it on a...
Oh, no. If you pull off a Rex, it has to go on a Rex.
Okay, so it does belong to that type of thing. Okay.
Yeah, sorry, that's what I didn't know. Yeah, if that's what you meant, yeah.
Yes.
But yeah, it's...
You can store up to 200 different traits?
In the gene storage. You could build another gene storage and
How many?
another 200. On the gun itself or on the
mutations?
handheld is 10. You can hold up to 10 at one time. What's up? How many mutations?
How many mutations can you store?
Well, you can't store mutations, but the mutable gene, like the trait I have is just to promote mutations. Or whatever.
I thought you were saying you're pulling the mutations off.
No.
Trait
I'm
off.
pulling the trait that helps it. This creature's health stat is highly mutable, making its offspring more likely to gain mutations. So that's the ones I've been pulling it off.
Okay, that makes sense.
Sorry, yeah, there you go. So I think that's why I've been so successful with getting the mutations I need.
Got it, okay.
On top of also now having the egg incubator in the game, which just came with the 5.5 update. I've been using it in there, like seeing if I mean, you remember the egg incubator?
Yeah, no, I remember.
Oh, but that is something else that they added that they didn't have for you, which probably would have helped you like crazy with the shadow mains when you were breeding them like crazy.
Oh yeah.
What is it called? It's basically the egg incubator, but it's for embryos. You use the gene scanner and you can pull the embryo from the pregnancy, and you just place it into the egg. Yeah, and it incubates it like an egg in the thing. It's just an embryo incubator.
Dang, that's cool.
And you can also, like, while they're pregnant, you can see if the baby has all the traits you want, and then you can abort it if you don't want it or not. If it doesn't have the right traits, it will give you the option.
They call it abort?
I don't know if it's called abort or it might just be like destroy or something. But yeah, it's basically what you do.
Holy shoot. That is crazy.
Getting a little dicey there, Ark, but no, but it's like
right.
to get these genes, or these traits or these mutations, we gotta do what we gotta do.
Yeah. That is cool.
Yep. So there's a lot of cool things they've added and things to help you out for all that. So I do appreciate those things.
Yeah.
All right. Now that I'm done rambling, and I think I got everything I needed for tonight, I'm going to have to sign out of here, so I'm just going to say goodbye to the stream. All right. Didn't get much done today as far as, like, any big achievements, but we got a lot of more or less farming done for saddles and whatnot. Preparations done. There we go. We got all of our prep done. I also did get my little infinite berry thing going, and it's working so far, and it's actually pretty sick. This is full, so this is actually pretty cool. Got the robot down here putting fertilizer into the crops that are on top of the cart, and the cart is automatically unloading the berries and crops into the trough. And I just got to get a couple more troughs, but I think I'll hold off until I actually get the tech troughs. But that alone was a huge achievement for myself. Finally also got the theories set up for their getting them bred and mutated. So hopefully I can get that pulled on, like get the trigger pulled on their mutations as soon as possible. Probably also have to go out hunting for the right traits for the mutable health and whatnot. Do that process, and it'll be fun, I'm sure. But
yeah, though, that base is enormous. You did a lot in there.
Yeah, dude.
This suck losing all that.
Yeah, but the building in this game keeps me excited, and all the tech stuff we can eventually get, especially the tech storage compartments. Once I get that, it'll be building everything a lot easier, so I'm very stoked about that for when we do. Hopefully we can walk into Ragnarok with those things as well. So
Word.
So on a personal level, for setting up everything I needed, I'm very proud of myself. Got things good. Everything's good to go. Tomorrow we should be able to hit up the Alpha Mythopithecus, so that'll be a nice fun fight.
I've been waiting for you guys to fight a boss. You guys keep saying you guys are gonna fight with something. I'm like, when is it coming?
We thought we had because you have to give off offerings to get to the boss, and we thought we had everything we needed, and we were missing basically 3 of one of the items. So
Where was Dylan when we fought the beta?
Yeah, I don't know. But, yeah,
I'll see you guys tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow we'll definitely take it on. It's gonna be probably underwhelming to your eyes. You're like, all right, that was weird, but all the preparation we put into it kind of really speaks to
you guys on around the same time, like what, 10, 11?
Yeah, probably.
All right, I'll catch you guys tomorrow.
All right, take it easy.
All right, peace.
All right. With that being said, that's it for tonight. Today's adventures on Ark. Hopefully, we're closely approaching a week out from Ragnarok dropping, so hopefully we'll have a good amount of the bosses beaten, hopefully even attempted and defeated the Overseer multiple times. We'll see. But got a lot of things we still need to do, but I'm pretty happy with our progress so far. So with that being said, thank you for everyone who has jumped into the chat. Thank you, Mama, for the good rest. I appreciate it. I will go and get some good sleep. So thank you again for everybody who jumped into the chat. Thank you, Maverick and Voltron, even though you guys are not here. Appreciate you guys chatting it up with us on Twitch's side. Thank you all for just watching. Really appreciate it. And you guys have a wonderful night. You take it easy, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow.
And easy to